Hello. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh. I was clumsy. I've been a clumsy cupcake. I've been a clumsy cupcake. A silly baka. So I'm a bit delayed. I'm a bit late trying to get things done. Oh, I spilt water everywhere, but it was, I was cooking some tomato pasta. Some sausage tomato pasta, yeah. And, well, that was fine. But afterwards, it's like, you put water in for a pot, so that all the tomato all over the floor. It's like, oh no. Oh no. I was minutes before the stream too. So it's like, oh no. Oh no. I'm a silly Billy. I'm a silly Billy. I clumsy. So yeah, so I was a bit delayed. Oh, that's my excuse. That's my excuse for being a bit late. I hope I got everything set up. Oh, because I got another app to have to load up now. Because before I used to have to load up. Well, when I first started streaming, there were 2 apps I need to load up: VTube Studio and OBS. That's the only things I need to load up. And YouTube, of course. But other than that, if I was playing a game, that's all I need. I just load up the game. That's it. That was my entire setup. Pretty much my entire setup. I mean, back then I was still struggling a bit with VTube Studio. So yeah. Howdy, Nathan. How you doing? Oh gosh. So much did you spend? I spent nothing on those new brushes. Ha ha ha. Now, it's because I bought the Combat Patrol magazine and the new brushes we've got came, the ones we've seen on the channel but we've not used on the channel because they came in the Combat Patrol magazine. So technically, they were like, I don't know, some amount of money, but not really. They were relatively cheap. Hello, Bob the Innkeeper. How you doing? So what did I do? Yeah, but now I've got to set up BTS Pog, which is a thing that allows Cupcake to speak. Stream avatars, which is a little cupcake avatars at the bottom of the stream. VTube Studio, which is, my entire model and my cup list. That's the app that loads us up. Then we got Free Bridger, which connects us to my phone. The iPhone I use just for tracking, literally. That's the only reason I have this iPhone, just to track me. Not a refurbished one. And then it connects to that phone and to VTube Studio, giving me advanced tracking so I can do this. Also lean forward, go backwards. Lean forward, go backwards. Hello. My leans are not as over the top as other people's leans can be. Oh my gosh, Bob managed to win the thing from the Jumpstar game. Oh my gosh. Well done, Bob. Well done. Yeah, and then I've got, what else do I have to load up? And yeah, also now I have to load up Mix It Up, which is giving me my entire overlay and allowing you to do chat commands now. I'm good, eat and sleep, all I do this weekend. Ooh, that's nice. I wish I got more sleep. Although I am getting sleep, it's just at the wrong times. I want to be working the day. I'm getting my gloves out, I'm sorry. My little latex, well, I don't think they're latex. The NyQuil. Latex free. Powder free. It's a powder that's dangerous. Oh my gosh, that's not good for me. Yeah, I've got one glove on. I wish there was like another size of glove between medium and large. Because my last gloves I got a bit too small. So I decided to go for large this time. Or maybe it's just because it's a different company. The medium gloves of the last company seemed a bit too small. These large gloves are way too big though. I mean, actually, in terms of length, they're fine. It's in terms of if I chubbier fingers than mine. Oof. Oof. Getting my paints out. Getting my paints out. Oh. Yeah, but yeah, mix it up. It makes it up shouldn't take too long, eventually. It's just It's an extra app. It's an extra thing to load up and to check over. Also, now with Cupcake is a bit easier to set up, but also a bit harder because at first I thought opening for audio channel on Cupcake, so you don't have to record it, so you don't have to hear it from my desktop, would just be a remembered feature, but it doesn't seem to remember when I do that, so I have to make sure that's toggled on every single time. And then just make sure that OBS is picking it up and doesn't have to be redirected to it. But Cupcake is working today, aren't you, Cupcake? Who are we painting today, Cupcake?
Jumbo Man Jenkins.
Who's Jumbo Man? No, we're painting Tyranids today. Look, where's the boss hand cam? Here we go, boss cam. Look, we're painting Tyranids. Oh my gosh, you can barely see the Maybe I should have worn different gloves today. But look, we're painting this Tyranid and this Tyranid. These are definitely 100% official models that I didn't make myself. Well, technically they are made out of official materials. There's a little bit of green stuff here. I converted from. Yee! This is my Neurolictor. This one. Not this one. This one. Yee. Yeah, this is my Neurolictor. I converted it from a Tyranid Prime and a Neurotyrant. Yee. Sleep can be at the wrong time, just a matter. Just sleep can't be at the wrong time. Painting stream, woot, woot. Yeah, also our brushes are bright white, so I'm hoping you don't get flashbanged too hard. Honestly, it wasn't flashbanging this hard earlier. I think it's because what's happening is because I got black gloves in the center of the screen, it's adjusting itself with the black gloves and causing everything else to be a bit more flashbangy. Maybe I can tone down the brightness. No, you won't be able to see any details of the model if I tone down the brightness anymore. Could turn down the contrast, I suppose. Oh, but that doesn't actually seem to help. When I do that, just makes everything look weird. Change to pink gloves, maybe. I don't have pink nitro gloves. I do have pink of these gloves, but not pink of these ones. Tyranids, my good little boys. That's not picky about the food. Yee! Oh yeah, this is my what's it called? Parasite to Mortrex, which I made from a Tyranid Prime and a Neurotyrant. Bloody Abyss! Hello, Bloody Abyss! How you doing? Ow! Hair. I just took my hair. Okay, I need my purples and my pinks out. And I want my yellowy colours. And I should do brown. Yeah. Dawn yellow is a good one. This one's a relatively good one for our Tyranids. Let me get one of our painted Tyranids out. Or maybe a couple of them. We can see Tyranids have painted in the past. And we can use them as a reference. Here we go. Tyranids have painted in the past. These are meant to be cut on colours, as in yellow and that's me, yellow and pink. And I like to add a little bit of blue into there. Yeah, it's based on my other models' colours. Yeah. I really like the detail we got on the back. That was really cool. I like the white we got on the back of this, but I think the skin looks terrible on this one. Like that yellow skin just is absolutely terrible, and it doesn't look good on the face. I think what I need to do is put a base coat of brown on them first, on all the parts that we want yellow. I think that's what I'll change up this time. As we look at it, it just doesn't. The skin looks too messy. Hello, Plasma Basher. Hello, Cupcake. YouTube decided to make the chat box take 5 years to load in to celebrate your arrival. Oh, no. That was 100. It's just trying to stop your gambling, Plasma. speaking of eating space buggums, if tomorrow every fruit except 3 types are to go extinct, which 3 are you saving? Lemons. I can't eat many fruits because of my issues. I love lemons though. I love limes. What else is a fruit? But technically you forget it's a fruit. Tomato! Yeah, lemon, lime, and tomato. I need them. I need them in my life. Yeah, I drink lemon and lime water. And I think lemon and lime can also be used to make cola flavorings. And then tomato, I eat too much tomatoey flavored stuff. Yeah. Oh, so I'm not eatable. I'm not eatable. Cupcake. Tyranids would never eat cupcakes. They'll be like, oh, cupcakes are friends, not food. And this is one of the others we painted. I think this guy we did a little better with, because we decided to do for a thicker base coat for the yellow, and make sure it got a bit deeper. With this guy, we more dry brushed the yellow on, so you can see, if you look into these gaps, you can still see the black, and the contrast is just way too high on it. Yeah, at the end, I did not like the skin on this dude. Maybe one day I'll repaint it. I really liked the shell, the carapace we got on it. I think that's good, and I like the little claws we got in the end and how bloody and terrifying it looked. The base, we could have done the base better. Maybe we'll start painting the bases brown properly before adding the basing material. Yeah. Because I've done that on a couple of other models. Cupcake or tyranids. Cupcakes are tyranids. They are. You think you're eating cupcakes, but really they're eating you. I feel like I'm the only person who hates the new Screamer Killer model. Like, I know it's a redo of the old model, but maybe it should have stayed in the past, forgotten. No, I like it because I think it's a really good mix. It's a throwback to the old model, to the original version, which I never owned. I had seen. I didn't think it looked good. I really preferred the new Carnifexes. I didn't know why some really liked the old one. I do like some of the old Tyranid models, mind you. Some of the really old ones. But I think it's got enough of that throwback in it, you know, showing that old model. But with the new Carnifex designs, because it's like, if you look at the side, you got the modern Carnifex body and stuff. It's very clearly a modern Carnifex, but positioning in itself in the same way of the old. I don't know. I do see what you mean. It's like when I first saw it and it was this profile off, I thought, you know, that looks kind of stupid. And maybe I need to make the eyes brighter. Maybe that's what I need to do. I was like, you know, that looks kind of meh. It looks too much like the old model. But then as soon as I saw side profile like this, I was like, actually, that looks pretty cool. I like it. I like that they did a throwback, but they tried to keep as much of the new modern designs as they did. Try to. I also like the fact it's got its own stats, making it feel more unique from the other Carnifexes. Because the more I look at the fact of F with nothing having a points cost anymore, the less I like it. I wish more stuff had some point options. Like, not everything needs to have a point option. I think every so often, most models and units should have 1 or 2 things that they can choose to change. They could choose to pay points or gain points by changing. I think that could be something good. Also, just there needs to be more balance with the pointless stuff, because there's certain units where you definitely like, I kind of want to take this, but at the same time, it just makes the unit so much worse, because the same amount of points, I can get a so much better weapon. I understand why they did that though, because too many people were... Well, for that being said, for games from Warhammer's perspective, they should be, shouldn't they? Oh, gosh. Like, I know that they had an issue of people going for the cheapest possible options on every single unit, just spamming out as many models as they could and effectively winning games like that, and it just completely ruined the meta of the tournaments just by spamming cheap units. But I mean, for Games Workshop, that's just like, yeah, make the meta just have to buy as many models as possible. But instead for trying to take a balancing approach, is just make everything cost the same. This way you can't just spam it out to the same extent. You just gotta buy twin boxes. And build it like 8, 9 twin boxes if they ever need them. What do you mean twin boxes? Oh, do you mean just buy normal Carnifexes and give them just buy normal Carnifexes, give them 4 Scything Talons and the gun in the mouth face? Yeah, that makes sense. I think that would work. It's the same size model, it's the same base size. It would definitely work. I think this guy's called Joe. Punish model armies by downloading the food mod. Oops, you bought too many soldiers and not enough supply ships. They all starve to death. I mean, that's honestly true for real life. So you're saying, so you are into Legends Star Wars lore? There's a species called, but yeah, I know about the Thong. I'm not a big fan of them, to be honest. I don't think they feel very Star Warsy. They're clearly Tyranid rip-offs and the best. They're kind of Tyranid rip-offs. They're more like Klingons, but if Klingons were Tyranids. I don't know if Klingons were bioorganisms that acted like the Tyranids. If they remind me of, if you combine the Borgs, the Tyranids, and the Klingons all into one species, and take like the worst parts of each one, or take certain aspects of each one. I don't think they're very Star Warsy overall. I mean, I'm glad that's something that they've currently not brought into canon. And some people love. I think they're very, very decisive for Star Wars fans. A lot of people either absolutely love them or hate them. I understand why people like them. They're not my cup of tea. Cheap model spammers hate them. There's always a place for a cheap, unupgradable small unit in any army list. Just wish it mattered. Although now the same role is fulfilled by lone OP characters. Lone op characters. But for one thing, the things I wish they kept was Baneblades should have to pay for the extra set of sponsons. And deal Baneblade vehicles. And I think vehicles should have an option where they don't have sponsons, and if you want to take sponsons, it should pay, but you just pay 1 cost and you can get sponsons, and you can get any weapons on your sponsons, but it should cost points to get sponsons. Because my favourite Layman Rusties were the ones I always sent into battle without sponsons. 1, they were easier to move around because sponsons made them way too bulky, so when carrying from one place to another. 2, it looks more like a modern tank. But yeah, but now you can't actually have a Lehman Russ without sponsons, I believe, in 40k. I think you always have sponsons. And Baneblades, you don't have to have 2 sets of sponsons, but you don't pay the second set. It's like, just pay for the second set, it's fine. You can just have every single weapon on it still cost the exact same. Just go, if you want a second set of sponsons, it costs X number of points, and they can have any of these weapons on them. That's it. I do appreciate what they're trying to do with the entire everything doesn't have a cost limit anymore. And one of the big reasons is it makes games a lot quicker when army lists are a lot simpler. Like, I do know the number of times it's taken when I used to play, and you spend an hour just looking over one another's list and then pointing out to someone that they added up the numbers wrong, and then they're having to re-add the numbers, and some people who played Warhammer were not good at mathematics. So you had to help them out with it. Or the fact that the shop person, like in any sort of tournament thing, like shop tournament, they looked over your list, And the shop person had a calculator and they were very slow at it sometimes. Some people were very quick, some people were kind of slow. But it just meant that the amount of games you could get going was so... and it's the same of like why they got rid of the blast templates, because it stops arguments about where they exactly landed and the need of scatter dice and is that fully hit, is that only partially hit, for changing of how cover works, so it's basically a universal bonus. All of these things reduce the number of arguments that's got to be made, really speed up the game, and that's good. That's good. I think at some points we do need to just be a bit more open. Be a bit more open. Or at least just like give us a Lehman Russ without sponsors. Give us a Lehman Russ with sponsors. Just have 2 separate point costs. Maybe that's going to be the new codex. I'm not sure. I've not looked too much at the leaks. But I do know there have been leaks. Yeah, but these are the 2 guys who are painting today. That's a very good way to put it. I see the using Thong as if the Tyranids, Urukai and Klingons had a horrible evil date and had a baby. Oh yeah, they are a bit like Dark Elder, aren't they? I guess they are worse than the Klingons in that respect. Klingons don't do that much in terms of torture and hurting people for fun. They're more about just violence for fun. Which Marine Corps is your favourite? I know almost nothing about Warhammer, but the nerds always like talking about certain Space Marine ideologies. Oh, my favourite Space Marines are the Black Templar. Let me get out my Black Templar. The Black Templar are originally they were basically just if you've ever watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail, that was a Black Templar. They even had the Holy Grenade of Antioch. Yeah, here's a couple of our painted Black Templar models. Here's my Dreadnought. I like to add a bit of blue with my Black Templar and reduce the amount of red that they have. Just to make them a bit more distinct for their own crusade. Because I know Black Templar are usually black, white and red. Mine are usually black, white and blue. But with still some red here and there because, I mean, it's the Imperium of Man. But yeah, I also like the bronzy colours with them. And a bit of gold here and there. I need to get better at doing a light effect. Although I don't think the light effects are very well picked up by the camera anyway. Like that yellow is way too bright on the camera. But yeah, here's my Dreadnought if the front plate comes off. I've got another Dreadnought, but it's not painted. It's got a big sword. Yeah, if the front plate comes off. It's fun. See, I much prefer buying extra toys since they have an actual tactical benefit. You have to make a choice of can I afford this bonus? Oh, also I think I just knocked something off. I did knock something off. Oof. Where was it? What was it glued to? Where's this handle here with a bone attached? It just goes there. You're gonna have to glue that on. And here's my Marshal. Unfortunately, he was one of the first models I painted when I got back into the game, so I don't think it's a great job. It was also meant to have a Servitor skull, but that broke off. It's a very thin piece of plastic, but it broke very easily. Black Templars equal purging with my kin, sung to the chorus of Linkin Park. No, Black Templar, like that orchestral, you know, those Christian choir music songs. They love that type of music. I think I've heard of a Black Templar of in that 4-player extraction shooter game based on Space Marines. I'm not sure what that is. It was very nice, even in Death the Dreadnought serves. It does. It does, yeah. Do you like the giant claw I gave him? He's also got the faceplate of an Imperial Knight next to him. Yeah. Got a cool little cape. I mean, it's not badly painted. I just think I could do a much better job of painting him now. Although it has been a while since we last painted a model, because I've been focused on trying to get through some of my pile of models that need being built. Need to be built. I'm probably not going to paint that well today, if I'm honest, because I'm absolutely exhausted. The cats just kept waking me up at all hours last night. If I did not go on properly. There we go. Let's fix this guy up though. I don't find it ironic that a cutesy themed VTuber likes grimdark. Well, the thing about Warhammer is that Warhammer itself is also very cutesy. Have you seen the number of models? Like the dark, I really dislike. I don't like the Dark Angels much, but I do love the fact that they have a little familiar followers with a little sword, with little robes. That's adorable. I just wish Black Templar had them. I might get some, but then I'd have to convert for the Dark Angels. I just remember I converted a bunch of Dark Angels when I was a kid into Black Templar. And I just remember the hell of trying to carve away all the symbols and replace them with Black Templar symbols. And that's back when I actually had a sculpting skill, because I was thinking about maybe one day trying to work for Games Workshop as a sculptor. But then I decided I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get into physics properly. Yeah, this is my favorite part of the model. I want to do more conversions like this where we, make cool little hands. Yeah, for Gene Stealers. Space Hulk Deathwing. Oh, Space Hulk Deathwing. I think that is a Dark Angel specific, a particular Deathwing, which is for their Terminators. Yeah, but oh no, yeah, Deathwing is not the same. Yeah, but that's the Dark Angels. The Black Templar aren't in that. You sometimes see the Black Templar in the Tacticus adverts, or I do anyway. Hi Nanofood. Yeah, Gene Stealer cults having all the tiny Gene Stealers familiars. Also Nurglings. Nurglings everywhere. All of the Chaos Gods, like you've even got that tiny Corn familiar with a tiny little sword. It's adorable. I'm not sure if Slanesh has a familiar. I know Thinch has various ones. But this is a problem when you just glue in handles to models. It breaks. We've already broken a couple of pieces off this thing and had to repair it. Anyway, let's just put him over to one side. And yeah, this is, I'll do it. I'll do it. My Black Templar Marshal. He leads about, at the moment, it's an army of about 600 Black Templars, including the drivers of vehicles. So it's only a small crusade. Sure, it's almost the size of other chapters and larger than some smaller chapters out there, but still, for a Black Templar, it's just a small crusade, just a tiny crusade, off in the middle of nowhere. Alderic's not very well liked by the other Black Templar in my headcanon, or at least some of the Black. I think, based on what I've read about Grimaldus and Helbrecht and in other different books, I'd say that they would actually appreciate Alderic. But a lot of the other Black Templar, for ones that are much more traditional and like really, really hardcore into their faith and not wanting changes and stuff. Yeah, they don't like him because he's a lot more open-minded for a Black Templar. He's not got the best diplomat, and also he completely lacks any diplomacy in his body. He's not got a diplomatic bone in his body. He doesn't understand subtlety, irony, or things like that. Only 600 rookie numbers. I want to try model painting someday. I was a very introverted Lego kid, so hunching over a model and following instructions to build something cool is my ideal fun. Yeah, although I rarely follow the instructions. Sometimes I have to, just to figure out how a model is meant to go together, which allows me to then change it. Often, if I buy a model, I want to build it how it's meant to be built, or at least roughly meant to be built first. And then I can focus on like making another version of it that's more heavily converted. We're allowed to have tiny crusades as a treat. Yeah. Yeah, but he focuses more on shooting. He's very good at strategic strategy. He's very good at strategy and has a good strategic mind. He's a very caring person. And he generally, the best way I've described him is, do you know those kind youth pastures, Christian youth pastures, where they're a lot more open-minded than a lot of other people? That's what I imagine him as. He's like those... He's like, oh, you're a psyker. You're an imperial sanctioned psyker. That means the emperor loves you and respects you, and you know, the church respects that you exist because you're actually sanctioned. That means you're cool. So he doesn't have anything against sanctioned psychers. And astropaths who get to see the emperor's light, he's like, oh my gosh, you're so cool. I want to shake your hand. Yeah, that's his kind of thing. He's one of those Black Templars. He thinks astropaths are neat because they get to see the Emperor's light. He thinks his sanctioned psychers are great because if there's Primarchs and the Emperor are psychers, and then you've got sanctioned psychers, and these sanctioned psychers must be pretty great. But as soon as you're a unsanctioned psyker, it's like unsanctioned psyker, kill. There's a thousand innocents between me and that psyker. There's 1,000 bloody stains between me and that psyker. As soon as it becomes sanctioned for it, it's like, oh my gosh, you're cool. You're on my side. High five. I like to imagine him being like that. So you think at first this guy's pretty cool, and then as soon as he sees something that's not sanctioned, or, you know, slightly off the books, he's like, rage! It's like, oh, you're a sanctioned mutant. Nice, you're an Ogren. That's pretty cool. Ogrens are highly respected. I've met commissars who speak very highly of Ogrens. It's like, you're a Longshank. A Longshank's so important. They keep our ships maintained. Very nice to meet you. It's like, when it's like, what do you mean you've got a third eye? You're not an astropath, are you? No, I'm not a psychic. Head, bullet to the head. You're a mutant. Killed a mutant. Probably chaos tainted. That's where the third eye came from. Sinch gave you a third eye. Yeah, that's what I imagine it's like. Part of the law, plasma, is that Space Marine chapters can only have 1,000 Marines. Black Templar laugh at this idea, as they throw 3,000 odd at a single engagement. So 600 is rookie number so for me. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I knew the kill bots had a set killing limit, so I kept throwing... I threw waves upon waves of my men at them until they reached their kill limit and shut down. Isn't that right, men? Yay! It's like, every men are just like, Yeah. Because I just like how, yeah, but because Black Templar are all a melee-focused army, usually, I've decided to focus more of my army at shooting. So his personal detachment that he leads is a detachment that has 30 Stern Guard in it. If you don't know, Stern Guard are veterans, Space Marines, that like to shoot. They got very shooty guns. Actually also really good in combat. But yeah, his detachment has 30 of them. Yeah, and he likes to use armor and mixed tactics and stuff. He cares about civilians, but he won't let civilians get in the way of duty. But if the civilians don't get in the way of him doing his duty, he'll do everything he can to protect or care for the civilians. But if they do get in the way of him fulfilling his duty, then he'll let them to one side. And if they're within his line of fire and fulfilling his duty, then they are just... Oh, what's it called? Collateral. They're just collateral damage in the end. You'd be sad about it, but duty comes first above all. And that's like Grimaldus and Halbrecht and a bunch of the other named Black Templars. They have a very similar sort of idea. They're actually rather caring individuals. Space Marine chapters can have 1,000 members unless they're on Crusade. The Black Templars are always on Crusade, yep. Although Black Templars don't even care about that anyway. The Black Templars, their numbers are... There's 6,000 of them, at the very least. That's what we know of. There's at least 3 major crusades going off that are very well known. And each of these crusades have at least 1,000 people within them. There's always any number of minor crusades going on. Space Wolves are another chapter that completely ignore the... maybe not completely, but they ignore a lot of the Codex Astartes and also don't keep to the 1,000 limit. Dark Angels also ignore... Basically, any Space Marine chapter that has their own Codex usually ignores the Codex Astartes. Whether openly like the Black Templars, not quite as openly, such as the Dark Angels, or they might follow bits of it, but they don't really care too much, like the Space Wolves. Oh gosh. High Marshal Aldrich is a contrarian like that. He got told that for his glory in combat with the foes of Imperium, and he said, no, I don't think I will. No, you know, he is an expert in combat. This dude is one of the best soldiers you could find on the... He is. Actually, if you could just take a Black Templar, Graphis Captain, and give him the... Oh, is it called the Seal of Sigismund? And give him that. The Seal of Sigismund is basically, hey, you deserve a trophy for being such a good soldier. Yes, you do. Because you're so good at as a duelist and a fighter in close quarter combat. Yeah, he has that. And yeah, being that he's ridiculously good in combat, he can like duel 5 tyrants. In fact, he can even duel characters like, what's his name? Archeon, just using basic stats. Graphis Cap, not Archeon, Abaddon. He can duel Abaddon and have actually a chance of winning. Just one-on-one in combat with him. That's how stupid it is. But yeah, so he seeks his glory in combat. But he doesn't expect his entire army to seek glory in reckless running into battle. And he feels like if he just runs his army recklessly into battle, his crusade would be very, very short and not very experienced because he'll just keep losing soldiers and have to keep replacing them. So instead what he does, he has his army focus on mixed doctrine. So he generally uses a lot of shooty units to support his close combat units with a mixture of armor, fast units, and so on, meaning that he hits hard, he hits fast, he reduces the numbers of casualties. They don't avoid close quarter combat, but they don't throw themselves recklessly into it, and they're fully capable of supporting themselves with ranged hellfire. Which means that his crusade is actually, which is one of the reasons why what's meant to be a relatively small crusade just has so many soldiers in it, because he's catching just as much land as other Black Templars would, and recruiting just as many soldiers as other Black Templars would. He's just not losing as many, so his crusade just keeps growing in size rather than just slowly shrinking as it goes on. Which is, again, he's not the only Black Templar that does that. There's plenty of Black Templars where their crusades just get bigger and bigger as they go on. It's just that your typical Black Templar crusade is just so traditionalist in a way that they just keep throwing themselves recklessly into battle like for some sort of corn berserkers. But Black Templar aren't like corn berserkers. They're not actually crazy. They're just a bit zealous. Dark Angels pay lip service to a codex, but it's especially easy for them to get successors to play ball, almost as if they aren't separate chapters at all.
Black Templars bringing firepower is the same as when the World Eaters player brings guns. Confused screaming ensues.
It actually works surprisingly well. And especially if you're going for the 6+ feel no pain save bonus for them. Because the 6+ feel no pain bonus doesn't really incentivize you as much to go into combat as the other skills do. So if you don't use that, then you got your guns, and your guns all have a 6+ feel no pain. I mean, when you're using guns that are actually very good in close combat, like Stern Guard veterans, it's fine. Or it's like, you got... One of the reasons for I chose to do that is because we got the Ballistas Dreadnoughts in for the 5th set, and you get Stern Guard veterans in for the 5th set, and I bought a bunch of those Stern Guard veterans because I thought they looked really cool, and I like heavy bolters. I wanted more of these, but these models are just going for so much because people like it so much, and it's such a good model. So yeah, my Black Templars ended up... So that's why I decided, you know what, it'd be fun to go for a Black Templar who's actually a lot more level-headed when it comes to tactics and uses a lot more range stuff. Like, imagine the Tau going, oh, this is Black Templars, this will be easy. We'll just set ourselves 2 miles away, set up a nice gun line, and oh my gosh, we're being shot at. They outgun us. How many last cannons do they have? There's heavy bolters. I can't even see where they are. They're wearing camo. Oh yeah, he does have an entire recon army. His army splits into 10 detachments. He's got 4 battle line detachments, which are basically a front 9 soldiers that have a mix of units in. And then he's got 6 supporting detachments that are generally more specialised. He's got his rapid response force. He's got his armoured detachment. He has his siege detachment, his defensive detachment, and one of them is his recon detachment. And obviously that's full of loads of Phobos Marines. Or what is it, Phobos? Armour, which is the scouting one, but also has a Scout Titan in it. A Warhound Scout Titan. Because obviously... But yeah, yeah, Black Templars don't have much subtlety even when they're trying to be, you know, all... whatever. Hello, Banry! Your Marine will be mistaken as abandoned of Horus. Now that I look into it. As Abaddon of... Oh, Abaddon! Yeah, Abaddon. Yeah, no, his claw's way cooler than Abaddon's. Abaddon will be so jealous of his claw. Claw envy he'll have. Mechanica, sir. Big clawed hand is absolutely necessary to my crusade leadership skills. It's true, it's true. Do you think he would look anywhere near as cool if he didn't have that big thing and the giant tactical rock? The big claw and the tactical rock are important. Hellfire Dreadnought. I know a lot about the lore of Warhammer 40k, but nothing about the game. I would love a playable FUD faction. I don't think there's enough about the FUD to be able to give them a faction. Although I'm sure someone could make some fan rules for them. Ah. Oh gosh. Of course, Abaddon is jealous. Your Marine is standing while his arm keeps falling off. Oh, if you don't know, Abaddon's old model was made out of metal. And the joints weren't that well designed on it. And because he had a giant metal hand, his arms would always just fall off. Yeah. But now I think Black Templar are cool. Abby for armless. Cut moth. I'm not a moth. Oh, so hello SW05. Yeah. So I wouldn't say he's the best. You've been a member for 4 months. Wait. Come on. On screen. Why is Mix It Up not working? Mix It Up was an event. Why did nothing appear on screen? Membership milestone achieved. 100% I'm off. And Cupto didn't read your message out either. What? Oh wait, Cupto couldn't read the message out. Oops. Plasma Basher won 600 from the slots. Oh my gosh. Darn, Mixed It Up needs fixing again. Yeah, I don't understand why that didn't work. Unlock command. Let me test it. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't even work on the test. What? I check my boss lady overlay. Yeah, that should work. ENvtuber Ko-Fi. They silenced me because I spoke the truth. No. What? And it's definitely no. Mixup's definitely working. It can see everything. Huh. And it's working with that. Let me check events again. Panel member milestone. Cache command. Let me check the overlay. Maybe the overlay is down. Settings. Overlays. Default overlay. Link. Test. Oh, the overlay is working. Okay, test it now. Ah, properties. Yeah, it's got this one. Width, height, control audio. I'm gonna test it now.
Cupcake! Yay!
Okay, now it works. I just needed to refresh it. I'm sorry about that. Also, Cupcake couldn't read your message, which was weird. Oh, it's because Cupcake can't say it, and that's something I need to do. I can edit the command now. So next time someone does that, it should be work. Okay, overlay, sound, overlay. Plus a BTS blog message. Add text to speech. Voice keyword, Emma. No character.
Wow! Thanks for cola.
Yay! What? Although that didn't work too well. Test. Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that. There's still a couple police are still after me. Thank you, Robert. SW5. That's too kind. At least it appeared on screen. Save.
Cupcake! Yay!
Test message.
Yeah, okay, now
Cupcake
Cupcake should start reading that one out. Okay, what I can do now is membership gifted. Membership super chat. Edit for super chat. Let's celebrate with gambling. Celebrate with gambling. I also need to get Cupcake to read these out. BTS Bog. Plus text to speech. This one, Emma. And put hashtag. Oh, so that I had a weird thing that came up. That didn't do your name properly. Didn't show your name. Okay, to overlay images and videos, text. One is for message, that's fine. Target user display name has tip. Amount number. Oh, it didn't show you putting display name properly. That's annoying. You won 500 sprinkles. Yay! I'm gonna have to figure out how to target your name. I thought that should have targeted your name properly. Instead, it didn't show your name on screen. Video, YouTube. HTML, emote, disable. Where's text? Text. That's Mabasha won another 100. Oh, you spent 200, but you only won 100 in return. So we're fixing this up. So it got the has tipped amount, but it's not got the user display name properly targeted. There's a way for me to... I wish it told me about whose name it... about how to do those targeting. Okay. Okay, I can't do that now. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to look up later how to change the names on these things. Sorry, so if you do a super armband, but it might not get your name correct, I might not be able to copy your name over. Although now, if you do a member chat, Cupcake should read it out. And if you do a super chat now, Cupcake should read it out. Unfortunately, Ko-Fi isn't linked to... I can't link Ko-Fi to Cupcake. Actually, one of the things I can do is if I just go new member, I can add Cupcake to say thank you. BTS Cog. Add. There we go. Emma. Thank you for becoming a cupcake mage. Yeah. Save. There we go. There you go. That should work. Blink command is bought. Blink should still work. I hope. I think it works. I think it's sling. Is it sling or is it fling? I can't remember. By the way, we've got models to paint. Why am I not painting models? We got models to paint. We've not even been to the game. Okay, so let's look at the brushes I've got. The brushes that we've got so far is the SDC base M1. So this is for doing base colours. This one is for doing shades. This one
Chatstraction
is also for base colours, but for a larger brush. This one is for dry brushing, and it's a pretty large dry brush. That'd be good for the corn effect. And this one is a starter brush. Now, we already have one starter brush. And we've used one on the channel before, and it died very quickly. This is our last starter brush. You can barely tell, but yeah, it's a mess. This brush is not very good. I mean, it's to be expected, but that brush I did pay for because it came with a starter set to bought. But it came with a bunch of paints and it was cheap from buying the paints separately, so... Oh gosh, wow, that brush is as white as lead. Yeah. But the brushes are very white we got, which I'm not a big fan of because, you know, it's flashbangy. But yeah, we're going to paint these guys today. I think the colour I want to go for first is actually brown. I want to go for... I got a Mournfang brown. Let me look it up. I also got this Tuskar fur, but that's a bit reddish colour. I don't want to use that one. I have Doomball brown. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a bit lighter than the... I think this one's a better brown for what I want. I think this would be good if I wanted to paint Imperial Fists. I have other lighter browns, such as this Deathclaw brown. Maybe that would actually be good for highlights before we add the yellow in. Yeah, maybe this Kissler Flesh could work too. Yeah. Okay, I'll try those browns. That brush is brighter than my future. Remember, you're amazing. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to hydrate, eat, and maybe walk a little. Or Inquisitor Cupcake are gonna... It's gonna bash your face in with his pop pistol. Let's open up. Let me try looking at the video capture device. Maybe I can lower the brightness a little. It might make the models a bit more darker though. No, I can't reduce the contrast. And let me increase the white balance a little bit. There we go. Okay, that should help a little bit, making them not quite as blindingly bright. Still very bright, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it makes my gloves look a bit like a void. Yeah, you can't really see the Tyranids now that well. You could just see blackness.
Inquisitor Muffin has checked in. That means it's been an hour and nothing has happened. You'd think this to be a record. It's not.
No! I'm sorry, we got into yapping. It's your fault. You know what happens when I yap. And you keep making me yap. Where's the video? Let me configure my video. OBS, there it is. Let's increase the brightness then. Because you can barely see what's going on the screen. Let's lower this white balance. There we go. Now can we see what's going on? Yeah, it's a little easier. Yeah. So it's a black versus white, unfortunately. But we'll get a brown out. We'll get this Mournfang brown. Why don't you bake up some yap cakes? No! Chilling here with chat and Cupcon while painting is very great. I'm painting for Goblin Girl. You're getting more painting done than I am. Oh no, we've been here an entire hour. Has anyone noticed that down in this corner here, every half hour roughly, there's a little, there's a new little GIF that appears to remind you to do something. It's alright if you've not noticed. Now, it doesn't matter if I've got a little bit paint here because I'm trying to paint. I'm trying to replace all of the black on the skin with brown, especially in the deep crevices, because I don't like how the black looks when it appears below the white of the skin on my corn effect. Again, that's what the corn effect looks like. I don't really like how the skin looks, that's why I'm going for this brown underlayer. I'm focusing more on getting lighter browns before we finally get to our yellows. This is a base colour. Not watered it down, but it feels watered down. Oh my gosh. The brushes don't feel too bad at the moment. Not got the best VIP on it, but what do you expect? Loads muffin nacho with, with muffin nacho with malicious intent. Inquisitor Muffin is a bot. It's a bot mod, not just a normal mod. It's not like Talan and stuff. It's not a person. It's just for mix it up to use rather than using my account. It definitely isn't designed to go into the details, unfortunately. But don't be surprised by that. Probably gonna have to use a starter brush. I'm not gonna use my normal brushes of this model unless I feel I have to. I'm gonna try using these new brushes as much as possible. Muffin launcher is like the Anglo Marines buffer launcher. Oh gosh. Now, does it just shoot any regular cupcake, or does it shoot specifically for muffin cupcake? As in, for cupcake named Muffin? The one that you often see sat on my desk next to the chalkboard. It's a like and subscribe bell thingy. Yeah, it's a like and subscribe bell thingy. I'm going to replace it. Next week in our work together stream, I think I'll work on baking some little cupcakes to pop in and replace it. And maybe I'll have them save more fun things. So it's not just like and subscribe. Don't forget to like, ring that bell. If you don't want to be eaten by the tyrannid, remember to ring that bell to get an Inquisitor Muffin on your position right away. Talanis, a resident Skaven living in the walls. Talanis real, yeah. You spoke to Talan was speaking to you on the Discord. Earlier today. Did you think you were just speaking to a bot? The Cupcake Marines, they wear bright coloured, and most of their crusades are started when one of the bakery planets is invaded. I mean, that could work. No, at the moment, I've got High Fleet Cupcon. This is High Fleet Cupcon. They are a High Fleet from, I think, Leviathan, maybe Behemoth. One of the other High Fleets, major High Fleets. They are a Splinter Fleet of it. Originally, the Splinter Fleet just separate. Oh gosh, I got brown up here now. Separated itself from the main High Fleet to invade a system that was codenamed Cupcon. But then it suddenly just disappeared inside a freak warp storm and then appeared on the other side of the galaxy. And it's known as High Fleet Cupcon. Well, it actually appears randomly. It appears randomly in places and then disappears. It disappears and appears. Let me rephrase. It appears as quickly as it disappears, or disappears as quickly as it appears. Sometimes manage successfully absorbing entire planets, other times not doing. Maybe it's some of Cinch's work. Maybe it's a High Fleet adapted for warp and is now using it to raid. You never know. But It's because originally what I wanted to do, and I might still eventually do first, it's just trying to figure out how to get all the stuff and the money for it. Oh no, I broke off a piece of its mouth. No. Oh, and it's a bit of green stuff, so I have to super glue it on. But I can't just super glue it on, otherwise I'd destroy the brushes. So I'll have to brush glue that on after. It must have got caught in the glove. I thought something get caught. I thought it was going to be one of these claws, which wouldn't have mattered as much. So, Cupcon, did you check for elegant choice? Oh, I forgot to look at it. I still like that rat poop is called 5-spirit dressing, and yes, it's medicinal. Medicinal rat poop. Someone, quick, start harvesting to land. We'll sell it all to the Chinese. There we go. Chinese medical market. Hello, Solo. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. You know what I forgot?
Cupcake 3, repeat, Cupcake 3, this is not a drill.
Yeah.
Someone forgot to grease the baking trays.
Yeah, someone also forgot to get water. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh gosh. I forgot water. I'm back. I'm back. Where is it? There we go. No, that's the wrong one. This is the correct one. You burned your hand and done booped your laptop. Oh no, what do you do to your laptop? I came to stream so I can just forget about it. Oh no, I hope your hand's fine and your laptop's not too bad. Oh, I also forgot to get... I'm a forgetful cupcake today. Where's the roll? There it is. My roll, my roll, my roll, rolly, 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 roll. Yeah, roll of paper. Celebrate with gambling. No, don't celebrate gambling. But here we go. I forgot to get water. But now I've got the all important Citadel, the official Warhammer Citadel water pot. Make sure you can't paint without your official water pot. Don't worry about it. You need the official. What do you mean you're trying to paint when you don't have your official Citadel water pot? How can you paint without it? Oh gosh. I dropped hot water in my hand and laptop. As the laptop was in my lap, I dropped it and it fell down. So, oh no. I hope it's repairable. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, definitely need this to be a bit more liquid than it is. A bit less thick and goopy so it can get into these gaps. Need to get this to settle in the gaps. Fill them up. Oh, laptop, and hopefully your hand is okay now, yeah. What a time. What a time. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. Just get it water. Get it all done. Get it all up. Get it. These legs are really weird looking. More try to paint. It's like, what's going on with them? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these legs. They're crazy. They're crazy legs. Multiple layers. All or nothing. Multiple layers. Doing for one thing. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Okay, how much of this is bioorganic material? A lot of it. Let's just go over it with a brush. Slipped out my hand and whacked against the table. Don't worry, I've already broken 2 other models today, so it's fine. Just tiny little bits broken off them, but still it's annoying. That's on my hand. I most definitely get blisters. Blisters are fine. You can survive blisters. If you got water on a laptop, don't try to start it up. Don't plug it into any power sources. Unplug all power sources. Remove a battery, and don't try to start it up. Just let it dry out for a while, and then after a few hours, I say after a few hours, maybe wait an entire day. If you can get into the mechanics of it, then it can be a good idea to try and dry it, or get some dried rice on it. And by dried rice, I mean like proper dried rice, not like Uncle Ben's or whatever, or microwave rice. Dried, uncooked rice. Look at this 1984 government cupcake telling me not to exercise. Oh, we're getting back to 1984. That used to be the first meme on the channel. Just everything's 1984. It's 1984. Like, I have rules. I'm a VTuber. But no, you're allowed to. Gambling is not exercising your rights. It's spending all your money. Save your money. There's better things to spend it on, like Cupcat and Cupworm. Assuming those commands work. Cupcat. No! Maybe we don't have enough money. He doesn't have his sprinkles. But no one tell him he's a mod so he could add sprinkles to himself if he wanted more money. And give himself infinite sprinkles to continue to just infinitely turn me into a Cupcat. Don't tell him that, please. That would be terrible. No, you're poor. Man, I can handle all the worst parts is yet to come, telling your parents, oh no. I've lost all my sprinkles to gambling. Oh no. Could have gambled harder. No, don't tell him that. Trying to teach responsibility with money here. Yo! Oh no, stream lagged out while you were laughing at me for losing all my sprinkles to gambling. No! I still remember someone put the phone on cooked rice. My friend did. I did that. It was I read rice, so I opened up a packet of, pre-made rice. Thinking that. I was only a kid at the time, but still. My friend did that as well. His mother blamed her father for being silly. His fair side of the family. Oh. Gamble King returns. Oh no! What happened to my screen? My screen just broke. It's back on. Oh, here. Here. This brush doesn't feel too bad. It feels better than those old starter brushes we had. Doesn't matter if I'm getting the brown on areas that I don't actually want to go yellow, because it's not going to get that much in the way of the purples. I can always paint it black again afterwards. Main issue is none of these brushes are really detailed brushes. Are we making Tyranids brown? No, we're making them yellow. But because I don't like how the skin looks on this dude when we first painted him, I'm basing the Tyranid brown first. Or at least the skin parts of it. So we're just painting it brown. We're getting it into all of the deep crevices of the black. I actually have a different spray can now for when spraying Tyranids. I got this one. Or when we actually next paint Tyranids. This is going to be my base coat for them. The thing is we took forever to get to actually painting. We're already upping too much. Unfortunately, I'm struggling. Maybe if I move this white out the way a little bit, maybe if I move it over to one side. It's going to... Oh. Not enough memory to open this page. What are you on about? Reload! Oh, it's because I need to stop using Chrome. Apparently Chrome now uses AI. And ever since they did the updates, I've been having this issue where my YouTube panel, I keep my YouTube panel open, and every so often it will just completely close down. I have to reload the page because it's like, we ran out of memory. It's like, what do you mean you ran out of memory? What were you trying to do? It's just literally a YouTube page showing my analytics of a stream and my stream chat. Oh, when I'd made my scare shield, I painted them orange first, then dry brushed yellow on top. That works. I'm going for... I think brown would feature my... Because I'm going for a small skin colour. I'm going to build it first as my dark tone will be Mornfang brown. Then I'm going to go up with Deathclaw brown. And then later go on to Kislev Flesh before finally going on to a final yellow colour to hopefully give it more of a skin tone feel. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, and even then Chrome kills me. I have 32 gigabytes. It's not like I got loads of tabs open. I got 2 tabs. 2 tabs. OBS, Stream Avatars as well. But none of these things are super memory intensive. Only OBS and VTube Studio. Everything else is rather minor, and they shouldn't be doing too much. It's not even like it's using a lot of memory either, though. It's just like it glitches out. Maybe it's just trying to access somewhere where it's not allowed to. Because if it was actually trying to do stuff, my computer would be warning me if my memory's actually being overloaded. Especially since I've not got a full screen game or anything open to stop such warnings. Got a full screen game open, might not notice a warning. Also might not give me for warnings. Maybe I don't want that brown. Maybe no, I think I should get this purple. Maybe. I don't know. Wall paints is a very poor selection of yellows. Only 4 kinds of yellow, but it's so easy to mix the paints. The only issue of mixing the paints is when you're making an army and you have to get it correct every single time. Or like painting something very large. I know Sorp sometimes that's the issue of they mix a certain paint and then it's like, I've spent ages doing all this paint to only find out I did my mix wrong this time round and I have to redo it again. I think in general it's actually a good idea to just not stick with any one brand. I mostly stick with just Citadel, mind you, personally. If I do use war paints of their basing stuff, because Warhammer doesn't have a good... Oh, if we do have a new skull kit out. Which looks pretty cool. The Tyranids look like fried chicken. No, there's no fried chicken. What do you mean that's heresy? Everyone knows you need to pick a team and then die for them. No! Each team does... Actually, each group does their own things that they do well. I think Citadel actually does paints relatively well, but I do think the bottle needs to be designed better. Other than that, Citadel's pretty good. I think they do certain paints, like things like contrast paints and the speciality paints are pretty good. I do think their base paints aren't quite the same quality, but their selection is really, really high. Like they got a really large selection of paints, so when it comes to that sort of stuff, I think they're good. They are a bit some of their speciality stuff, like their inks, or their shade, or what they call shades. They're a fair bit more expensive than really they should be. They're more expensive than for competition, but not necessarily better. I think they mainly fall down, as I said, when it comes to their base colours, though. How about you take that horrid attitude for Tyranid side? Ooh, Tyranid, yeah, we're building converted models. Or not building, painting them. This is my Neuro Tyrant and Tyranid Prime that I turned into a Neuro Lictor. Unfortunately, a little piece did break off it, this one, part of its mouth. It's green stuff, so I can't just plastic glue it on. And since I'm painting, I'm going to have to glue it on after paint, otherwise it's going to destroy brushes. I've destroyed more than one brush in the past where I glued something on, thought enough time had passed and tried painting around nearby it and just got my brush destroyed. And this is my Parasite to Mortrex that I converted from also for Neurolictor and Tyranid Prime. Unfortunately, the brightness settings we've got on mean that it's hard to see the black very well. But yeah, I do have lights on them, it's just this camera's not very great when it comes to contrasting colour, and these brushes are all bright white. Gotta go now. Bye-bye, Branwy. It was nice having you here. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Sleep well. No. We're painting. If you want to know the colour scheme we're going for, it's this colour scheme here. Except I'm changing up the colour scheme a bit to hopefully get the yellow looking better. That's why I'm painting them brown, or basing them brown first. And how am I doing Conjuror? Conqueror! Conopert! Conopert! How am I doing Conjuror? I am doing well-ish. Hopefully. I'm exhausted at the moment, if I'm honest, because my cats were being very bad last night. One of the cats just wanted to play, you know that game, Knock a Door Run, where you knock on a door and run away? Yeah, she kept doing that all night to her bedroom door. It's like, oh, I want to sleep. Stop that. Stop that. And I kind of did start to catch up on some of my sleep, but then I ended up just sleeping all morning. It's like, I want to stop sleeping in the morning. Guys, are you looking forward to this week? This week is going to be Space Week. I've got to be playing Astroneer, Elite Dangerous, and No Man's Sky. And we've got to be continuing playing RimWorld because I had so much fun. I decided to fit it into Space Week since it technically is a space game. Astroneer, you love Astroneer. I've got Astroneer. I've had it for ages, but I never played it. Apparently, so I can't remember why I got it. I think it was like someone was like, "Hey, want to play Astroneer?" I'm like, "It's a multiplayer game, but it is single player." It's like, "Yeah, let's play together." I'm like, "Okay, I'll download it," and we just never played. And it's like, "Okay then, okay then." I know you can get multiplayer on it. I don't know how big multiplayer is. Like, I don't know if we're going to be able to, like, maybe one day do a multiplayer stream of it, like with fans. I know some people play with interns or do like mods supporting them. Like that's my knowledge of it. It's Blitz, I think it is. I think it was him, and he had intern.gif as an intern. Back before Intern had a channel. Oh, that would be perfect for playing with viewers. Is it? It's kind of grindy. Oh. But I imagine it's still going to have a fun start and stuff. Well, no, it is kind of grindy because I've seen videos, but they do cut out a lot of the grind, but I don't know. It's hard to tell because sometimes they cut out like 5 minutes of grind, other times they cut out like 5 hours of grinding. But you don't know which one unless they tell you. But yeah, I know all of these games, like No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous, are all grindy games. I thought, you know what, I've got all of these games. I don't know which one's which, if I'm going to like any of them, to be honest. So let's try them all out together. I've done the basic tutorial of Elite Dangerous, to be honest. And that's where I got the idea of having a space week. I was like, I'm not sure if I want to play this game or not for a few streams. I'm trying to figure out what's flesh in here. And what's carapace and what's brain. Because I want to do the brains blue. Multiplayer on it is very fun. You can get up to some fun hijinks. Ooh. I don't think for the first stream with it we'll do it with players. Just with others. Because I need to figure out the game for myself too. Also, multiplayer really, what's it called? I get really bad anxiety when it comes to multiplayer on games. It's like multiplayer with viewers, especially. I just be like hyperventilating. Or at least, maybe it wouldn't be on stream. I'd be like, aha, this is so much fun. And after the stream, I'd be like, or even on the stream, I'd be like, but then I'd be like, look how fun we're having. Or just trying to hide the fact I'm incredibly anxious. Which is one of the reasons why I don't do many multiplayer things. My anxiety is crippling when it comes to that sort of thing. I mean, I struggled even playing D&D with my friends. She's good at doing that. Oh no, for people who like watching me or here, this is absolutely terrible. It's true. It's like whenever I do something stupid and they're like, oh my gosh, you just did something stupid. I don't think I want to watch her again. Like, did she just mix cola and fuel? Ugh. Ugh. Is this what she's like when she's actually playing? Is this what it's like to be in the same world as her when she's playing the games? I hate this. Oh my gosh, she's not as fun as she isn't. Oh gosh. That's what my mind does. Whether it's true or not, that's the voice in my head constantly berating me. Like, even when I would play with other VTubers, you know, we've done collabs. It's always afterwards, I need to really just... Also, a lot of it's just energy. There's that introvert thing of where it takes energy to, what's it called? Be social. Use the grandmaster in that cupcake. What people watching you do something stupid is 40% of a No! It's like, oh my gosh, she's actually doing something that's not stupid. Ew, that's terrible. I thought this would just be watching her be silly and being able to easily trip her up and whatever, but it's not like that at all. I'm gonna punch her now. I'm gonna leave forever. Oh gosh. Nah, it's not quite that bad, but I don't know why. I got a lot of it, like, I say that sort of stuff, but that's actually not really what's going through my head. There's just some sort of weird feeling of, you know, general fear I just constantly have when I'm having to play with other people. Like, whether it's my friends or whatever. I don't know what the fear is necessarily about. Not necessarily about thinking people will hate me or whatever, it's just... And sometimes it can be. That's just very one minor aspect. There we go. Look, we painted all of... I think we painted... Oh no, 50 arms still need being done. Never mind. If we could power generators with my anxiety, we could power the whole of England. Honestly, that wouldn't be very hard. I think we already might do that. And I might be able to power the entire east coast of America. Maybe the west coast too. Maybe we're in between parts as well. And by America, I mean the continent of America, not the just the country. I'm joking. Oh gosh. If we could convert my stress into fuel, I could power humanity by myself for years. Interaction anxiety, but not stage fright. I actually still get a bit anxious and scared of streaming as well. A single hour of my anxiety stress could power the human race for billions of years. 2 hours could make the entire universe implode because it just can't handle that much energy. Oh gosh. Silliness. So far the brushes aren't doing too badly. Let me clean off the brush properly now, if I'm just going to be using it for brown again in a moment. To quote Wreck-It Ralph, what if people don't like me? Who doesn't love a girl with dirty hair? Oh god. No, I got brown water. Brown water. There we go. You're a bad guy. But just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you have to be a bad guy. As the Cupcon's anxiety power violates the conservation of energy of the universe will collapse into a singularity and a second Big Bang would occur. Yeah, how do you think the first Big Bang occurred? I came into the universe and despite no one else was in it, my anxiety ended up just generating enough energy to create a Big Bang. In fact, you want to know where global warming's coming from? Me. It's all my anxiety that's been released into space. Like, oh my gosh, for the past number of years, the world's been getting warmer and warmer. If you actually had, you know, like an aura detector for like Dragon Ball Z, where you can see all the characters, have they got all this power aura around them? Yeah, if you had some sort of detector like that, that could that could detect anxiety. You just be like on the moon and you just see the entire world surrounded with this massive aura, and it all seems to be coming from this one spot in England. Conjurers and Cupcakes anxiety cannot be tamed by even a million trained counsellors. Look at this. This bush used to be white, now it's yellow. See, this is why we use brown. It turned it yellow. Now that's a good colour. I made this joke with her. Let there be light. Cupcon hisses as I see light other than animation for the first time in eons. Oh gosh. There we go. Stream is lagging. Oh no. According to my OBS, stream is fine. Yeah, refresh the page. Refresh the page. Plasma blasher. 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 I'm gonna paint you. I'm gonna paint you up good. I'm gonna paint you. I'm gonna paint you up good. I'm gonna paint you. It's under control. No, no, no. Now I know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. So what you're telling me is that if I want the world to explode, all I have to do is squish a cupcake in front of Cupmoth. Don't squish any cupcakes! No! Yeah, how could you, SW05? How could you? You make me sad. You'd make me sad. Oh gosh. Also, if you want to get Cupcake to work in, it's exclamation mark say yeah. Wait, is Cupcake actually working? I can't remember. Have we gotten Cupcake to work today? Don't explode the cupcakes!
Jobo.
Jobo! I'm so sick of that Medisave ad I keep getting. I bought a stethoscope once for my sister and now it won't go away. Oh no. Turn off recommended ads and then you just get these random terrible adverts. Like I keep randomly getting these bare skin adverts. It's like, you're not a boy, you're a man. I'm like, I'm a woman. It's like, what is this toxic masculinity advertising for a terrible product? And how does it work? And when I've been getting recently, this I really hate it. It's this weight loss advert. It's like, you're fat, but it's okay. Well, people say medical. People say what's it called? It's all about what's the word? What's the word? I can't remember what the word is. But anyway, it's all about basically, hey, buy our weight loss drug. It's not bad to use drugs to lose weight. It's like, what? No, that's really bad. That sounds very, very bad. Stop advertising. Stop calling me fat. I refreshed and I got a 2-minute unskippable ad and couldn't. 2 minutes! Oh my gosh! Why is it 2 minutes unskippable? Oh. YouTube ads are crazy, but thank you for the ad revenue. Oh, my finger's burnt. I'm trying to be evil. It's all part of my plan. Make my stream lag a little, people refresh the page. And what happens? More adverts! More ad revenue! I'm not giving a penny to people who advertise on YouTube. Yeah, I don't really trust YouTube adverts. I don't trust most adverts the same on the internet anymore. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not clicking that. I'm not looking at that. The amount of adverts where the people just outright lie to you. I've already complained to YouTube and YouTube does nothing about it. It's like, hey, these people stole a video from a YouTube creator about Minecraft and are advertising that it's their personal game. They didn't make the video, they didn't make a game, instead it just links to some sort of scam website. YouTube, can you shut down this advert? 2 years later, still seeing advert. Like, hey, YouTube, people are using Mr. Beast to do advertisements for scams on your platform. Like, thanks for telling us. We won't do anything about it, but do you want to get shut down for not doing anything bad? Because we will. The more you're alive, the better you make monies. Yeah. Get for Brave. I don't like the Brave browser. It really did not like my computer. Definitely didn't like YouTube. Oh my god. YouTube just hates. Caroline just hates giving ad revenue to his favorite creators. You can't hate YouTube advertising. YouTube algorithm brought me to you. And who doesn't love my charming personality? I'm glad the YouTube algorithm. Sometimes the YouTube algorithm loves me. Sometimes it hates me. Like sometimes it's like, hey, we're not gonna show your video to anybody, including your own regular viewers. Like, hey, we decided to show your video today to literally everybody on the internet. Did anyone else Brave Browser? I heard Brave Browser. Yeah. Brave Browser is a thing. Kalan loves it. It's got ad blocker built into it. The other thing about Brave Browser, it never remembers my settings for some reason. Not sure why. I'm going to have to get rid of Chrome though, because Chrome keeps advertising, what's it called? It keeps trying to pack in more AI and stuff onto it. Oh my gosh, is that a bit of my... I think that's a bit of my glove that was just attached to there. My fabric glove. And YouTube Wonder says, yo dog, I heard you like Rimworld stream. Here's a funny cupcake VTubers live streaming it right now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad it brought you Taurus Plasma Brusher. Oh gosh. I like Rimworld. I'm gonna play more Rimworld next week. We're gonna continue our little colony. Need to build heaters. No, we need to get all those potatoes in the fridge or cooked up and whatever. We need to get more leather. We need to get parkas for... Actually, we only need 2 parkas because I believe the Northerners in our tribe don't need much protection from the cold. But the humans, the regular humans do. The non-Northerners. We also need to get them hats, and eventually then we need to make armor for them. We also need to get a medic bay made up proper, and we need to get a proper prison set up. And we need to get heaters in a bunch of the buildings, and we need to get the barn set up better, and we need to get all the kibble made for winter. Oh, that day onwards, Cupcake streams had 400% more gambling. Don't worry, we've always had a lot of gambling. I think there's some other people who gamble even more than you do, but they've not been on the streams these past couple of times. Probably busy. But when they come, oh no, it'll be even worse. It'll be too much gambling. Elite Trainer also loves to gamble. Oh gosh. Oh, you won 400! Now stop it! Stop winning so much! Too many sprinkles. How many sprinkles do you have now, Plasma Basher? Sandwich Man isn't here. That's why the increase was only 400%, yes. Yes, where's my stream avatars? I'm gonna pick up Plasma Basher. Where are you, Plasma? There you are, haha! How many? You have 475 currency. How much does Row have? 2,500. Bats has 125. Bloody Abyss is 4,750. Oh my gosh, I have 4,500. Kalana's 1,085. Mississippi Gonzo's 1,675. Anthony has 3,005 for Anthony. Oh my gosh. Nathan has 1,700. Mississippi Gonzo's 1,600. Bob the Innkeeper 2,700. SWO5 401. Oh gosh. You just hoard yours. Thank you for not turning me into worms or cupcakes, Anthony. Gambling always wins. Oh my gosh, you won another 500. 750. Thankfully, you're still 775 away from turning me into a cupcake. Gambling. Galmabang. Gamble hoarder. Oh gosh. Gambling never pays off, it never wins at all. Wait, what's that one song? That's an old one. I don't know, not Hotel California. House of something. Oh, now I've got Hotel California stuck in my head. Hotel California, what a lovely place. I'm gonna have to look at my YouTube. House of a Rising Sun, that's it. House of a Rising Sun. We need to be playing House of a Rising Sun. There was a house in New Orleans. There we go. Oh gosh. I should do a karaoke stream where we just sing songs from about gambling. This arm, oh my gosh, this wing is very... Look at wing wobble. Look at wobble. If you're thinking that my brush looks blurry, don't worry, it looks blurry in real life too. There we go. Cat. No, it's not cat. Cat command does nothing. If you want to turn me into a cat, it's cupcake.
There was a house in New Orleans they called the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one.
No, I'm a cat. There was a house in New Orleans they called the Rising Sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor cake, and God, I know I'm one. Oh gosh, I like that song. It comes onto my YouTube recommended every so often. I'm like, yeah, gambling song. The gambling addiction rises. Yeah, forgot command. I need to have like a command page. If you want to know the commands, I think exclamation mark commands will show you all of the commands available to you. Or it should do. That's my bash house won 400 from the slots. Oh my gosh. Oh, he just keeps winning. He just keeps winning. What are you doing to keep winning? You've hacked the game, Plasma Basher. How do you hack my game? Stop hacking. Just falsely accusing Plasma Basher of hacking. This is most what it feels like to be blistered. Got it in my Spotify, but it's the 5 finger death punch version because it hits harder. Now I like the slow, just dramatic version of the original with the feedback of the microphone. I do like some of the old music. Do you know the limits of like the technology at the time that gave it a sort of like a fuss over the music? I kind of like that fuss. It adds something extra to the music. I'm just like, oh, that's so good. That's so good. And I know that you can just like try adding that on in post using editing, but it doesn't sound quite as good. I'm like, no. I got brown wings, I got brown wings, I got brown wings, I got brown wings. Just like how I found you and how I brought to Modhammer for 90% off discount. Don't worry about it. I mean, FFDP is still slow. But then being a metal band, it's grittier. To be fair, I don't really know that version. I've listened to a couple of covers, but I didn't really like them. I don't know if one of them was the 5-finger Death Punch one or not. Probably not. Probably would have recognized that one. Because I've heard of them. Would have been like, oh, I did a version. There was a hotel in California. Hotel California. Oh, they called it a lovely place. What's that from? That I swear it's from something. Remember, you are amazing. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to hydrate, eat, and maybe walk a little. Yeah. Oh, it's flying across the sky. Fly, 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 fly. Fly, 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 fly. Fly, 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 fly. But it's like, watch out from the top row. It's a card effect. Do you want to see? This is what it looks like next to a Vespid. Look how big it is. Like, could you imagine this thing? Like, a Vespid's pretty big. Pretty big next to a regular human. Like, oh no! It's a giant. I'm back! I should be. I'm back! Oh yeah, it's because I'm in Handcam. So I'm slightly pushed forward. Because my camera's in a different place. I have to shrink myself a little. Here we go. Cupcake, do you need to be a little bit higher? Yeah, let's be a little bit higher, shall we, Cupcake? So you're not going to have your big hidden behind. That's why we got you a table, so you're not hidden behind all the cupcakes. How you doing? Oh my God, who's that? How you doing? I'm doing okay. We've been painting. We've been painting these dudes and these dudes. And this is a little Vespid from the Tau. Like flap, 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 flap. It's flapping away. If a fish bigger flapper comes along, it's like flap, flap, flap. Look at the size of the ring difference. Look at the size difference. It's like, oh my gosh. Look at the size of a Vespid compared to Mr. Alduic here. Look at the size of that claw compared to a Vespid. Vespids are actually pretty huge, oh my gosh. The claw's like the size of a guardsman. Like, ooh. I mean, still, this claw would tear him to pieces. We should celebrate with this gambling. Ah, you're losing! You're losing, Plaster Basher! Ha ha ha! I guess Vespids are meant to be gargoyle equivalent. No, but Vespids are way stronger than gargoyles. Gargoyles are more like flying gaunts. Vespids are an anti-marine unit. Like, they just drop behind ruins and just go like, and then the radiation crystal thing just absolutely vaporizes even power armor. Like, their stats are ridiculous. They also strength 4. Yeah, Vespids are an elite unit. They're more like a Tempestus Scion unit, except they have proper jump packs. I like Tempestus Scions, but if they had jump packs and the guns were much stronger, and they were physically better in combat. I say physically better, physically stronger in combat. I wouldn't say better, because when we're doing the averages of Tempestus Aquilions versus Vespids in close combat, the Aquilions actually came out on top. Not by much, but overall they came out on top just due to the amount of attacks they could get and the fact that they had pistols. So I think that's an important note to make about them. Yes, slinging always wins. 125 of a jump game. Why did I ever trust gambling? Because the star doesn't appear that often and you got more competition for it. Hey, you know what? If you want really loads of money, Plasma Basher, use that mod hammer here. You got a chance to use that mod hammer and win yourself 2,500 sprinkles. Bam, 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 bam. Look at all them. Look. They're dropping. They're dropping. They're dropping all the time. They're dropping. They're dropping. Oh yeah, Tempestus Saiyans can no longer do deep strike, and I was fine. Apparently no, that's actually an issue. Apparently that's got to be fixed in the Vector. And it might only be an issue in the current print of the codex that is coming out, the special edition print that's coming with the box. Branwy won. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Branwy won. Hey, don't. Branwy has dual lightsabers. It's surprising he doesn't win more often. Branwy victorious. You obviously just didn't gamble hard enough in your victory speech. Not victory speech, in your prep. Your victory prep. Remember, you always need to gamble before you go into battle, because if you go into debt, the banks won't actually let you die until you pay your debt off. It's secret to immortality. Could you imagine that, though? It's like banks actively kept people alive to pay off debt. Finally for victorious, yeah, Plasma. You gotta pay for more loot boxes to win better. Yeah, pay for more loot boxes. Oh, but it's something I might be able to do. One of the things I can actually do is add items to the game. Yeah, I can add items to not just this game, but I can add items as well to... Oh, what's it called? To mix it up, and then you can use the items as special stuff. And then what I can do is I can link it so every time you super chat, you get an amount of sprinkles equal to how much you super chat. And then I can have you buy actual loot boxes. And then I can put items so that you can earn a random item. Oh gosh, rigged. Rigged. I hate that you just perked up at loot boxes. Yeah. Sorry. I've decided to turn my streams into loot box streams. I can actually do this. I figured it out. You didn't know I'm actually a Blizzard exec. I've been figuring out how to get loot boxes onto my stream this entire time. I'm joking. I'm not gonna add loot boxes to my stream. It'd be funny though. Imagine if there was a YouTuber out there, or VTuber, you know, a streamer, who actually did add loot boxes to their streams. Cupcake is now a digital casino owner. Yeah. I think that would actually constitute actual gambling at that point of when my streams would get locked down. But we don't do actual gambling, it's fine. Got too much paint on that area then. Yeah, when it comes to base colours, you don't actually have to worry too much about accidentally, you know, being exact with your stuff. You just get your base colours roughly where it needs to be. As long as you get into the crevices, it's good. I'm going to be using other base colours as we go up. No, that's a layer colour actually. That's a layer colour. Oops. That's a layer colour. At least Overwatch loot boxes were only cosmetic and you could just earn currency to get them, yeah. It depends, because certain cupcakes, certain games have loot boxes and you can earn them. But it's technically you can earn them. Because, oh my gosh. The amount that you actually have to grind to earn anything is ridiculous. Like, apparently that was an issue with, do you know, suicide? No, oh gosh, do you know that the Sudoku Squad? The Sudoku Squad, that's what I should call it. The Sudoku Squad game. That was kind of terrible. Apparently one of the issues with that was just, if you didn't want to pay for everything, but wanted to unlock it, it was just an incredible grind. And that absolutely sucks. I say that's worse than just making it so that you have to pay for them if you want them. Like, at least you're upfront about it when it's like that. And you're not wasting someone's precious time. I only got some companies that they'll just suddenly increase the price one day, so you've been grinding for weeks to get unlocked something, then actually, oh, it's really costly now. Or they'll release it for limited time periods because they know that you won't be able to earn it in that time unless you dedicate every single second of your day to doing it. And then if you want that cosmetic, you have to definitely pay money for it, because no one's going to be able to grind that much in such a short time. Or you just might have some stuff saved from earlier grinding. But one of the reasons they do that is that they want other people to be in the game grinding constantly, so that they constantly got people in the game, because that adds to their numbers. And it brings in more people. And for more people that are playing the game, for more people who then want to play the game, and then who will spend lots of money in the game. So a lot of these free-to-play basis games, the entire focus is to get as many people playing for free as possible, because some of them might spend lots of money. Nobody will be able to grind that much. Let me introduce you to the Koreans. No. Yeah, kill the Justice League. That was a terrible game. That destroyed the studio that made the Arkham games. And apparently no one wanted to make the game anyway. Like, no one at the studio were like, this is not what we do. We make in-depth, story-driven, single-player games, not whatever this is. Oh, gosh. But it's funny to think that I could technically add loot boxes to my streams now. Oh gosh. If it was story driven, alright, story driven in the garbage can. Okay, it did actually have some story in it. And when I first heard about it, and all I did was see a trailer, and I didn't know anything about the game other than the trailer, I was actually excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this really cool game's coming out. Look at that. And then it just turns out, oh, it's one of these, it's one of these games. They shot for Batman. I mean, lots of people have shot for Batman. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Oh, gosh. Who is the Batman? Bruce Wayne. No, it's Tim Drake. No, it's Joe. The only good characterization in the game is actually for the Flash. He was well written but dies very early. Oh. I thought people liked King Shark in the game. King Shark is great though. Everyone loves King Shark. King Shark. Oh, what's it called? Baby Shark. Baby Shark. But King Shark. I mean, King Shark. How can you go wrong? How can you write King Shark wrong? It's true. All you need to do is add a little song and have him sing it. You know, the Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do do. But instead, just make it King Shark, do 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 do, King Shark, do 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 do. But like have King Shark sing it. They'd be like King Shark, do 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 do, King Shark, do 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 do, King Shark. Oh gosh. Who got it? Branwy has won 125 for the jump catching. Oh my gosh, Branwy is just winning all of these things. He's not even here to win them. Oh gosh. So my energy is really low today. The mem is 10 years old, Conjuror. Who cares? It's a great song. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Way past expiration date. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn around and desert you. Is that too old? That's an older man, that's even older. It's like a billion years old. Let it go, Grandma. No, don't go here, Grandma. Can I claim 2,500 Battle Royale sprinkles since Brinley isn't here to claim it? No, he still gets it. He's just not here to see that he earned them. How much does Branwy have now? Do I want to see what Branwy has? Branwy has 7,435 sprinkles. Branwy has so much. You can get this onion here, plasma. Don't get the onion. Onions are bad. They're bad. They poison me. They're evil to me. Oh, if you don't want to poison me, don't click for onion. Click for like and subscribe. What are we doing? Oh, that needs to be in live chat. Oh, it's because I restarted it. Ugh. Now, what am I doing? What am I doing today? General chat. Copper wire. I'm going to... Do you want to see the new thing that came out for Warhammer? It's really cool. It's really cool. I'm taking a little break. In theory, I'm letting the stuff dry. Here we go. There's a new thing that came out for the Guardsmen, and I'm really excited for it. But as soon as I noticed that it came out, I've been waiting ages. I've been checking every single day. It's the new releases. Not new releases. Pre-order. Pre-order. Here it is. It's already sold out, though. It's sold out online. But look at this. Death Corps of Krieg. Look how cool this is. Salutations, Blue Coin. Welcome to the year of 2025. Yo! I would do, but don't have that much monies. What's this? Ah, yes. That'll be what we shall throw at you. Onions and garlic. Don't throw onions and garlic at me. Kill me. Would you slap Cupcake for 2.5 million sprinkles? Don't slap Cupcake. That'll be so terrible. No. No, that won't be worth it. You can't spend sprinkles in real life. Oh, we have traffic. Yeah, it's my favourite website. Don't worry about it. Death Corps of Petonia. I love these. Look, Death Corps are famous for their cavalry charges, for their shovels, their cavalry charges, and their artillery. Don't at me. One of my first introductions to the Death Corps of Krieg was reading an extract where they did a weather in a trench battle and they did a massive cavalry charge, and the enemy got shredded by giant clawed horses with fangs. And the horses were wearing gas masks. Look at that horse. It's a horse with a gas mask. What's this? Got lots of great gifts and went on lots of great parties. And you know what they serve at parties, right? Cupcake Conjuror. No, they don't serve me at parties. Motor lances are also cool. Yeah, but the lances of cavalry are amazing. Can we actually still see if we open Warhammer Community in a new tab? Can we still look at the Astra Militarum? Yeah, we've still got the old Astra Militarum here before the Codex comes out. If we look at the Melter Lances, they're so cool. Which ones of these are Melter Lances? That's a tech piece. Orange. Here we go. Italian Rough Riders. They're really good. I like the horses of them because they look like proper night horses almost. Not so keen on the guy riding them, but you can always convert him. But yeah, look at the hunting lance, the Melter tip. Strength 9, AP +4, damage D6. Only one attack, but who cares? It's ridiculous, Horse Masters. You can ignore all modifiers to the unit's move, advance, and charge. In addition, this unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in the turn in which it fell back. So it can just repeatedly charge. It can charge in, fall back, charge in, fall back, charge in. We've also got last pistols, so they can shoot well in combat. We've also got the frag tip if we want to deal with orcs or anything. Where's the other ones? Where's the Death Corps of Krieg ones? Oh, those are their heavy weapons. Did we already pass them? I swear Death Corps of Krieg have their own version. I had some pestis at the back. Strength 9 with lances, yeah. Oh yeah, and it's got the lance special rules that adds like, is it +1 to wound of a turn it attacks? Is that it? Something like that. That's them. That's a rattling snipers. I thought they already had the Death Corps of Krieg dudes in here. Riders. Commissar. You can get commissars of tanks apparently now. It looks like. Sergeant Harker. Sergeant Harker doesn't look like he'll be around anymore. Carascoon. Death Corps of Krieg. I thought they had their own separate cavalry units in here. Or is it only in Legends? Have they been brought back from Legends into the normal version? I can't remember. I usually just make my armies using Legends as well if I think the Legend units are cooler. Platoon Command Squad. +1 to wound if you charge. +1 to wound if you charge. Wait. Go in here now. It's just infantry squads. I don't know. Yeah, they're meant to be Death Riders or something. Can I find them in the page? Control F. Death. Okay, that's not... I don't have them. No! What happens if I just use the word rider? Atalon, Rough Riders, Caden, Shock Troops, Death Corps, okay, maybe they're not here. Maybe they're only in the Legends. No! Okay, let's look at Legends. Astra Militarum. Astra Militarum. Where are you? Where are you? Can it not be in these alphabetical order? Here we go. So if we control F and then I type Death. Death Corps of Krieg Grenadier Squad. Quartermaster. Right, Death Rider. Ye Death Rider Commissar. Wait. Wait, where's the Death Rider? Death Rider Commissar, Death Rider Commissar. Can be added to a Death Rider unit. Death Rider Squadron. Where's the Death Rider Squadron? Where's the Death Rider Squadron? Where's it further down? It does not load in properly. No, no, it's here. It's here. Ah. But where do we keep the Death? Why was it not in Fiesta Militarum? Death Rider. Windows noises. I don't know where the Death Rider Squadron is, but this is what these guys are. Look how cool that's a new character, by the way. Apparently they're getting rid of Lord Solar for this dude. He looks really cool. He's a centerpiece model. Then they're getting... Look at the new Death Rider. But one thing I don't like about the horses is I wish they were more armoured. Like, I do like the current horses they have, how armoured they are. I really love this artillery piece. It can be built in a lots of different ways. And look how cool those dudes are. Look at this dude here just walking onto the artillery piece. Look. Gas mask, shotgun. Auto. Oh, that's an auto pistol just there, not a blast pistol. Flamethrower. Oh, love these dudes. Oh, it's got a little burn on it. M41. They aren't getting rid of Lord Solar. Are they not? Oh, I thought they were. They don't need to be armoured. They're basically layers of pure muscle. They are their own armour. Yeah, but I want to make some night units out of them. Like, I'm trying to get my guardsmen to be like the sires, not the squires of the Space Marines. The serfs of them. And as a result, I want to make them all more knightly. Or at least the elite aspect of them much more knightly. Oh, this is a new book. Apparently it's got... Yeah, if we go down, apparently it's got this thing. Codex Astra Militarum, 168 page, hard book buffer with foil art and limited edition soft touch cover. I imagine that's one of the reasons why it's so expensive, this box set. Also got transfer sheet, that's pretty cool. But yeah, apparently this cover's going to be soft touch, but for Codex itself it's going to be hard. But these cards, I don't really care for them. Oh, you you can actually see the kits here. Oh, I didn't realise they had that there. So that's the new character and his base. There's the sets of them. Yeah, I think if I got these, I'd want to. My Little Pony. My little pony, my little pony, tearing out guts with its claws. There we go. They don't need to be armored. They don't need to be armored. Yeah, I really love these dudes. I know some people don't like the guardsman cavalry, but honestly, guardsmen have always had cavalry, and I absolutely adore them. These give me more. We wouldn't be making more cavalry if people weren't buying it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at that cool box. I love that the Commissar and Krieg aren't their morale boosting, or that are fair to rein in the Kriegers from doing too much sacrifice. Oh yeah, have you seen the new Warhammer community post? Oh, it's not new. Ooh. What's this? Oh. Batonia has a new... Well, no, it's not Batonia. That's the Empire. New dude for the Empire. Look how cool he looks. He's got such big shoulder pads. It's insane. And this guy, I love him. I love him. Grandmaster of the Knights Panther. I bet I love the new wizards. They're the engineers. Ooh. Great swords. These are the... Oh, these are old models. Oh, the steam tank's back. Look at all the
My
new
helmet
Empire
is an
stuff.
eagle. Your argument is invalid.
Your argument. Oh, Boris Todbringer. My helmet is a fortress. Oh, look at this witch hunter. Is this an old model? Is this a new model? I don't remember this dude. It looks cool, though. I like the piece of Sigmar. I love piece of Sigmar. Oh, and then you got, yeah, the new Batonian. His helmet's a dragon. New Burlock Damson. Damn, son. Damn, son. Fido the Chainmaker. Wait, is that a woman? That's a woman. And she's really making most of the Civil War in the Empire. Look how cool she looks. Oh, I love her. I want to get her now. And got the Great Drake. I remember this dude. This dude looks terrible. Ooh, new Daedalo Dreadnought Weapons Pack. Daredeo. Daredeo. Dere. Dere. Dio. Sundere. Daredeo. Malakot. Yeah, bring out the heavy flamer. No, the super heavy flamer. Look at this. Malkador Infernus. This is when you need the super heavy flamer. Oh yeah, the Venator Tank Hunter. I want these tanks. They look so cool. And look at this dude. Blood Bowl. Those are old Blood Bowl models that they're bringing back. Red Tithe. Bombundle. The Dark Coil of Damnation. Oh. But yeah, here we go. Regimental Standard. What not to die for, and other handy tips for the Death Corps troopers. What not to die for. The guide to efficient expenditure of human resources. Last gun malfunction, enemy proximity, absence of other orders, and stirring speeches. Ask yourself, is your life being sacrificed efficiently? Consult your adapters as administrators' guidelines today. So 1. Last gun. Okay, here we go. Extreme zeal in the face of an enemy is to be commended. But while the average corpsman willingness to die for the Emperor is a virtue of all soldiers of the Astra Militum should aspire to, wastage of his most valuable currency, human life, puts undue strain on the administratum and the commissariat. Extensive force focus groups testing has uncovered 4 situations that most commonly result in an enthusiastic bayonet charge across no man's land, but which could instead be replaced by more efficient action. Hang on, Great Drake, go back. That's an actual seat spawned. Am I looking at? The next... Oh, you want to look at the... The dude again. You want to look at the Drake? So, where is he? That's a book. Here we go. Yeah, Galdroach the Great Drake. I think he is seat spawned. He's one of the... Galdroach was the first of the great dragons to fall to a power of chaos, and now he's a twisted shadow of his former self. Two-headed nightmare wielding consummate arcane power and monstrous physical prowess, a little of a noble drake is still inside, battling the corruption of Cinch, and sometimes even wresting back control for a moment. This is the classic miniature returning from in its original metal form. Yeah, this metal model was terrible in terms of its wings fall off, because of metal. Its head falls off. Everything falls off this model. Oh, it's Cinch spawned. Very well, carry on. Yep, it is Cinch spawned. It wasn't originally two-headed. You can see how the two heads kind of ripped away from one another. And that's what the dragons in... The Chaos Dragons in Warhammer Total War are based, I think, on that model. But yes. So, anyway, number 1, last gun malfunction. Your weapon is a holy instrument of his divine justice, crafted by the fine artisans of the Imperium. And while it may appear that several well-placed volleys could fail to lay low your foe, this is by no means a fault of the weapon. As our recent examination of a blessed Luskan shows, this reliable and resilient weapon is more than just a mounting point for a bayonet. And if your first dozen shots don't succeed, simply fire a dozen more with gusto. Suggested alternate action. Form a disciplined firing line and continue your barrage, no matter the cost. Enemy proximity. A closing enemy charge may seem like the perfect time to fix bayonets and earn redemption for Krieg's tattered soul in death. And it often is. But the opportune moment to launch your counterattack is a matter of keen importance. Wait for the vile heretics and Xenos to get within a respectable running distance before surging over your battlements, as a trooper shot while still several miles from their target is likely to expend an unacceptably low amount of the enemy's ammunition. Suggested alternate action. Wait for a watchmaster's whistle, no matter the cost. Absence of other orders. Many troops have been found to treat a headlong assault into the jaws of the enemy defense lines as their default operating doctrine, and may fall back on this tried and true tactic should other orders not be forthcoming.
Cupcakes do not say such things.
The venerable Imperial God flashlight, the truest form of quantity, is a quality of its own. Yep. I don't know what the issue was right there, but as I said, Cupcake has some rather strict moderation on it. There we go. Yes. However, only a rebellious mind thinks itself its master. Your watchmaster may have been blown to pieces by a landmine, but that is no excuse to fall prey to deviant independence. Suggested alternate action. Hold position and wait for orders, no matter the cost. 4. Stirring speeches. We have all been in the presence of such glorious and charismatic leaders that their very words spur us to immediate and passionate action. But take a moment to consider the situation. Who are you fighting? Has the battle begun yet? Was the speech even about eradicating the enemies of humanity, or simply maintenance procedures for combat boots? Your zeal may be unquestionable, but charging out of your trench whenever the watchmaster inspires the evening latrine crew is a waste of good boots. Suggested alternate action. Reflect on the God Emperor's divinity from behind defensive fortifications, no matter the cost. I just like the idea of a Krieg is listening to, somebody saying, hey, please can you, clean up after yourselves, throw away your rappers, I'm getting a bit annoyed of having to pick them all up every time you eat your rations. I think the Kriegs are like, inspiring speech! Let's go charge the enemy! Oh, that's what the Death Corps of Krieg are like. But look, pre-order! 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 It was sold out almost immediately. Every single shop I went to, only one of them, and it was really expensive at that shop, still had them in. Oh yeah, these things look really good. I might try getting some of these. They look really cool. We've also got some new pre-orders of Rohan, which look cool. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Yep. Loads of Lord of the Rings stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're re-releasing all the old Hobbit stuff too. From the original starter set. Yeah. The Hobbit almost absolutely killed Games Workshop, by the way. The scores are so cool. Wish there was a fantasy equivalent. Same. I thought they were actually making an Age of Sigmar equivalent. Maybe I misremember. Yeah, if you don't know, back... Oh yeah, there he is. Mr. Solar himself, Lord Solar. Soldiers of the Imperium. A Lord of Excess. Oh... But yeah, The Hobbit, when it first released, apparently caused massive issues to Games Workshop. Because when Lord of the Rings released, and they released the official Lord of the Rings strategy battle game, this kicked off Games Workshop so much. Like, they earned so much money from people buying and getting into Lord of the Rings strategy battle that it kicked off. That it really helped fund 40k, Warhammer Fantasy, and all of that stuff. Hobbit almost keyed W. Damn, what a dangerous Hobbit. Yep. Krieg was spotted for sale. Krieg was no longer for sale. Many such cases. Yep. How to be a Sigma podcaster. What? I don't know about the how to be a Sigma podcaster, so I don't know about them. Oh, Ramon! Did I miss you? Hello, Ramon! I really wanted to buy the infantry guidebook, but my local shop didn't order it. Oh gosh, that's bad. That's sad. It was sold out everywhere as well, unfortunately. For me. I didn't look too hard into it because I wasn't that interested. But yeah, if you don't know, when The Hobbit released, Games Workshop once again had a big thing for The Hobbit, in which they released a new battle game based upon The Hobbit. They made a whole load of new models for it, had it released, but then the Hobbit films didn't do as well as they wanted them to do, and they were disappointing. As a result, a lot of people weren't into getting into the game through the Hobbit game. And as a result, the Hobbit didn't make much profit. In fact, it not only didn't make much profit, but apparently it hit them with a lot of losses. Like, they put so much money into it, didn't get it back. And Lord of the Rings, they were putting some more money into, but weren't necessarily getting back. This is at the same time that Warhammer Fantasy wasn't generating enough income, where they were like wondering what they should do. But because they're suddenly just losing so much money everywhere, they ended up having to reevaluate everything, and they just went, okay, 40k and Space Marines are making a hell of a lot of money. Double down that, get rid of Fantasy, not enough people play it, reboot Fantasy, and reboot it as Age of Sigmar, which will be a game much more like 40k, played in the same sort of style, and we'll create a new what's it called? A new faction that's very inspired by the Space Marines in its appearance, so more people might buy it and play that faction. And it worked. I mean, the old fantasy players might have not liked it, but they were definitely the minority because Age of Sigmar took off. Warhammer Space Marines took off. If they actually waited long enough, people argue that Warhammer Total War would have brought more people into fantasy, but I don't think it did. I don't think it would have done. Not for the number of people that they needed. And it's only by Warhammer Total War 2 that it was starting to really get super popular. And by that point, it would have already been a number of years after they shut down fantasy. And by that point, we're already in dire straits. We're not quite dire, but we're definitely having to change up stuff. And for everything they did, for all the things that I don't like Games Workshop are doing, they did actually save the company in the end. I pre-ordered 10 days before it arrived in shop. Oh. You had to fight a guy to buy your 2 commanders. Ooh. I feel like this oversimplification is too... I mean, it's kind of true. It is kind of definitely simplified. But it's still very overly simplified. But yeah, that's... I could go into more detail about it, but then we'll be here for hours as a talk about it. And but there's actually an entire graph off if you look at where the sales were. And there's a video that I was watching a while back, and it was called about did the Hobbit kill Games Workshop or almost kill Games Workshop? And it talks about the sales records and like the ups and downs, and there's definitely a significant dip after the Hobbit films. It's like, Hello, Honey Rose. Sorry you're late. Was playing GTA, but I can't stay because I need to give him some... Yes, get him, but no! Hello, Honey Rose. It's okay if you can't stay. But, what do I want? But let's go back. I want to see the pre-orders. Oh, no, we can actually just look. New and exclusive, all pre-orders. There's loads of cool stuff here. Look at them all. Look at all his Lord of the Rings and Hobbit stuff. And here's all the cool schools, the Battlefield trophies. Yeah, they only have them in 40k. That's sad. Oh, it's a Night Lord's helmet. Oh. I like how people were saying, I think there's, oh yeah, the deaf, these guys. The Plague Marines just have new helmets. The paint is bone dry by now. It is. Asthma Basher keeps winning that game. My opponent, tabletop opponent, wondering how I'm winning. Me who is eating their figurines while they're not looking. No! Don't eat the figurines. I mean, I could be painting. Or we could just be looking at the Hobgrot's little boss. Look at him. Look at these dudes. What is it? Imperial Infantryman's Handbook. Sold out online. What even is it? Oh my gosh, that's a thick book. That's way thicker than I expected. Whoa, it's got the Imperial Primer in it. This document must not fall into enemy hands. Failure to ensure this document's safekeeping carries a death penalty. Failure to produce this document at a superior officer's request at any time carries a death penalty. By order... I do kind of like that warning. And it's sold out. It's like, I would, but it's sold out. It's like, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Like, no way, they just made a bigger Hobgrot, lol. I like the Slitzer boss because he was leaked months ago and nobody believed the leaker. But like, no way, they just made a bigger Hobgrot. Isn't the Imperial Guard's Handbook actually just a roll of torch? No! It's an important sacred text. Those are dead helmets. Oh. Yeah. But let's get back to painting. We need to paint. I'm sorry. I've not done much painting today. I've done too much yapping. I'm sorry. I've barely tested any other brushes. Let me test out the other base brush we got. No, that's a shade brush. Oops. Let's test out this starter brush. Deathclaw Brown. Wait, so it's a Hobgrot actually a new grot? Because I thought all the those new models were just ones that were in a starter set. Oh gosh, I need it to be... I need less paint on my brush. There we go. Oh, this is looking nice. I like that. I like that effect we're getting on it. Ooh, that's very nice. Oh, that's a very nice effect. Barely did anything. Oh, see, this is why you don't get much paint on your brush, because sometimes you get very nice effects from just the edges picking up your paint. Ooh. In fact, I'm not going for a brown model, but so I probably should get a bit of a thicker coating, or not thicker necessarily, but spread out coating. More smoother covering. Ooh, yeah, that's looking nice. That'll be nice to paint a yellow on top of eventually. Just dip it with dudes in known oil. Easy painting. Look, they're already black. I don't think known oil is going to do much to them. Maybe if I sprayed them yellow and then dipped them in known oil, it would help. I think it's the same book that says you can easily defeat an orc in hand-to-hand. Hey! Guardsmen can easily beat orcs in hand-to-hand combat. What they don't tell you is that an orc can also easily beat you in hand-to-hand combat. Look, you've got a knife, a gun, and a bayonet. You've got a pistol and a bayonet. You can easily beat a orc in hand-to-hand combat. Just shoot him, stab him, shoot him some more. That's all it takes. Also, I was reading a battle report where Angron was tearing through some guardsmen, and all they kept doing was just throwing one squad of guardsmen into Angron, then the next squad of guardsmen into Angron, just to keep him in one place. And eventually they actually killed him with just guardsmen meleeing him to death. It was hilarious. It's like 10 guardsmen came in, successfully managed to wound him 4 times, they failed 2 of his saves. It's like, yes! Final 2 wounds gone! Angron got hugged to death, yeah! Oh. No, I love your lapping English accent. My favourite colour scheme I've ever seen for Nids is Highfleet Hadley's Hope. Yes, it's done as xenomorph, so it's nice black reflecting a blue sheen. Oh, I've seen some stuff like that. Very cool. A lot of people have really good, cool Tyranid paint schemes. Mine, I really like my shell I've done for the Tyranids. This shell. I really like the fact that underneath the edges, you don't see it very well, but it looks a bit wet in real life underneath the edges. I really like that effect. It's on one of the contrast colours. I really like the white edges we've got and the different colours and textures and how shiny overall it feels. But the skin is just where it really falls down. That's why I'm trying to improve how we're doing the skin. To be fair, I'm not really used to painting that skin that much. Or at least not that much, you know, skin that's just not colours that I'm used to. Yeah, I think this brown's definitely going to help. Yeah, this brown really helps. I can see how it's going to come together now. Sometimes you have to trust the process. I only decided to actually... At first I was just going to go for the same way that we did it last time. But we're just going to start with a base colour of brown instead of black. But then I decided while I was looking at my browns, actually maybe we'll get rising shades of brown. So we go basic really dark and just keep upping it in lighter colours until we eventually get to our yellow, and I think that's definitely going to be a nice effect. I only decided that as we start in the stream. So good going, me. No, less paint. Yeah, these starter brushes are not very good. If you've got a starter brush and you're thinking to yourself, Oh my gosh, I really suck at painting. Oh, these brushes are really hard to use. Yeah, you're right. The starter brushes are not... You can still definitely use them. They're still definitely very useful. It's just... they are not the same as trying to use a proper decent brush. Even the Games Workshop brushes themselves are better. The non-starter brushes. Oh darn it, there's some paint here, miss. Maybe here, the edges of the head. That's fine, that's what I do with these second layers. I like that my for weapons came out exactly as I wanted. The High Fleet is meant to have a soft glow on their weapons, and thinning down Dawn Yellow over Wraithbone works so well. Ooh. I've been trying to do that sort of effect. I wanted to do it on their muscles, of this guy and his mouth. You can see I definitely failed with the mouth. For muscles, you can see what I've been trying to do, having this sort of blue layer underneath. And some places it's worked better than others, but it didn't work very well. This guy, we tried the same sort of tactic, but less glowy. And I think the way that we did for blue here is a lot nicer, like for the tongue and for the thing. It doesn't look as glowy as I wanted it to, but it definitely looks a lot nicer. I'm never been good at glows. I'm still trying to learn how to do them. I also want to get a new paint. Oh no, I do have a new paint. I ordered a blue, I believe, a while. I think it came in with some other stuff. Yeah, I ordered this blue. Yeah, I ordered this one. Do you own a I used to own a PSP. I don't think I have it anymore. Askus got one last year and need a memory stick for it. Will an SD card do, or does it require something more specific? I believe I had an SD card for my PSP. I think it was. It's best Googling it, though, because it was a very long time ago I had one. I believe I just had an SD card for it. It took me a long time to finally get an SD card, though. Yeah, Alan Blue. And I think these two will help give me the glow. Apart from specifically for that. I spent a while searching on different forums and like Reddit and stuff, trying to find people who were recommending their favourite colours for power weapons. I've tried going for that sort of effect on some of my characters as well. Like I think him, I've got a bit of a failed effect on his power fist. Trying to add some blue glow. But that's me literally just putting white in blue and hoping to get cyan, which is not how it works. Yeah, this is starters to look better. Yeah, I think I should have definitely gone to try and create a skin texture first and then added the yellow on top. This is just looking so much better already. I know it's going to look better in the end. Although now I'm starting to actually highlight some of my issues I had when I was making my my green stuff. One of the things I'm thinking about doing when I buy those guardsmen, when I buy those, I got for guardsmen, because we're getting guardsmen in combat patrol, and we're getting these guardsmen from the new Death Corps, and I've got some Tempestus Aquilians. I'm thinking about using those female knight helmets that I ordered that were 3D printed. Replacing the mounted Death Corps Krieg's head with them, and then adding some like extra barding to the horses using green stuff. I'm definitely gonna have to get Vaseline for that because I've been thinking about how to do it, and what I'm thinking is Vaseline here, roll out some green stuff on top of it, and get like something like this, roll out, probably with Vaseline so it doesn't stick, then cut it out, and then like, so you got like squares that you can cut out, and those squares can be armored joints, and then once you put them on, you can just use a bit of a knife or whatever to give some more detailing to them. This Deathclaw Brown is a lot more flesh coloured than I expected it to be, though. Also, every single time I read Deathclaw Brown, I'm just thinking of Fallout, do you know Deathclaws? Getting convincing glow from what I've seen is mostly about building up the colour slowly from a light shade. I still need to get round to starting my Age of Sigmar Necrons. OC Necrons. Yeah. I've been trying to follow the tips, but I find I don't find it very convincing because I never had really a light enough blue to make it convincing, because they're all like more armor color blues, like ultramarine blue and McCrag blue and some very dark blues. Very good for doing these sort of shiny effects here, with when you could add some white on top, just some very thin layers of light grey rather. But you need some other shade of blue to give that sort of light effect coming off it. Maybe I'm just blaming for colours when it's actually me at fault. Good chance that's happening. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these starter brushes. They kind of suck. They're very hard to control. They're always trying to break. They don't have a point. Even before it didn't have a point before I started using it. It's always trying to split. The brushes are trying to split. It's very hard to control the paint on it. I mean, that being said, if you're going into the game and you want to get a cheap brush because you don't know if you're going to enjoy painting or not, I guess it's fine. It's not going to stop you painting something relatively well. I think this guy was mostly painted using the starter brush. And I think this guy might have painted quite a bit using the starter brush too. The one that's absolutely destroyed now. But yeah, they do not have a good lifespan either. Oh gosh. Getting bomb explosions. Maybe I could have Inquisitor Cupcake just drop a bomb randomly. That sounds bad out of context. Yeah, this bush doesn't feel too bad actually. This bush was relatively nice, trying to get that base coat on. Gonna have to see if I can wash it properly because there's still some paint there that I can't get off, so maybe some shampoo and conditioner I can get it off. Because that's really what you need to do. You need to get conditioner on your brushes. Or at least if it's a proper fur brush. I think they're not fur brushes, but I think those ones are plastic brushes, so maybe it won't work. I guess some soap should get the paint off it, mind you. I believe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that would damage the connection. Big glue that binds it or whatever. Don't know if it is glued in or not though. I know some brush companies it's just held in by that just holding it tight. Someone got it before it left. Bloody abyss got it. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-no-no-no-no-no-no-no. Oh no. Oh no. We're like a locust. We're like a circus. We're like everyone who comes to the stream. We're like you are and want to meet you. Da, 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 do, 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 do. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Why is it doing that? Stop it. There we go. It's starting to look a lot better already. Yeah, he definitely's been picked up by the camera a lot better now. I compare him to this guy. Oh, it looks so much nicer. Just instantly. Back with breakfast. What a mess. We've been painting this dude. He looks so much better already. A neurolictor. He's basically a psychic assassin that hides. Oh gosh. Oh, I yapped way too much today. I'm sorry. I barely got any of the painting done that I promised to get done. Barely tested for brushes. We tested 2 of the brushes. Starter brush absolutely sucks like we expected it to. The other brush though, for medium basing brush isn't bad. I think I'll use that definitely a lot more. Especially if I when painting larger surfaces. Just using these types of brushes aren't great for larger surfaces. Having a larger, flatter head is very nice for getting a smooth coat and stuff. This one can go into the crevices because this is still one of the darker tones. Look at how much better it already looks just doing something as simple as this. Just throwing the brush over it like push the process. It would look a lot better by the time we're finished. Oh my gosh. I mean, it still doesn't look great now. Each coat definitely improves it though. Wasted a lot of paint here. Oh gosh. Cupcake, you scoundrel. I didn't know you painted models based on Birmingham residents. What do you mean based on Birmingham residents? I'm confused. You mean like lots of fake tan or do you mean Tyrannid Birmingham residents look like Tyrannids? He's out of pocket, but he's right. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I've been to Birmingham a few times and I still don't get it. I thought Liverpool was the place that everyone had fake tan though. It's mean to Tyranids. What? What? Who's insulting the Tyranids? What are you on about? I don't understand why you're calling them like Birmingham residents. Tyranids may be minus creatures, but they are far above Birmingham. Why does everyone hate? That's why like you guys are in like 3 different countries. Why does everyone know Birmingham and think that it's terrible? How do they all know about Brummy? Birmingham residents see rock bottom and they look up. Oh my god. No. Don't insult them. What did Birmingham ever do to you? And don't just say exist. You're being polite and flattening. No, stop it. Stop it. Not allowed. Here at the Cupcake Conjuror channel, we appreciate all people from all places, even Birmingham. You know how the devil went down to Georgia? Implies that Georgia is literally below hell. I did never thought of that song like that. Birmingham is like 100,000 kilometers below Georgia. Why is it? It's not that far away. Oh my gosh. If I just hit the... it causes everything to move. Earthquake! Yeah, this is mildly concerning considering my desk is attached to the wall. A brick wall, mind you. Right, every time I hit my desk, am I shaking a brick wall? Could you imagine if it's like my cat's in my house right now, just like, oh my gosh, why are we shaking? It's an earthquake! Oh gosh. The devil went down to Georgia because he thought it was a great little place. Do-do-do. The devil went down to Georgia where he had a hell of a time. Do-do-do-do-do. I like The Devil Went Down to Georgia. It's a very fun, upbeat song. I actually have no idea about The Devil Went Down to Georgia, just kind of heard the title. Verbal existing is the greatest moral crime. I mean, true, but stop it. Boss lady is too strong. She's going to whip off a metal shelf out of a literal brick wall. I'm not going to. It's fine. It's fine. It's just made out of plasteel. It's just a little fragile, is all. Plasteel's known for being a bit weak. Was a bit strong? I don't know. Look, look. I didn't get these muscles from not ripping. I didn't get these amazing muscles. Look at them. Look at these muscles. You know how hard I worked to get these muscles? Ripping apart brick walls. Just minor part of a training. The Devil Went Down to Georgia is a song about a desperate devil literally going to Georgia and challenging a hillbilly to a fiddle contest if a hillbilly absolutely obliterates the devil. I mean, to be fair, never challenge a hillbilly to any sort of musical contest. They have banjos. And banjos are absolutely brilliant. I love banjos. I do know quickly if I play those things like it's like super, it's like amazing. Banjo, I'm a banjo player. Banjo Kazooie. Oh, so you got Banjo Kazooie, and everyone loves Banjo Kazooie. Except that one guy who absolutely hates them because he thinks that they made Crash Bandicoot to somehow like hurt Crash Bandicoot. It's like, what? I bet you didn't know this, but I'm a model painter too. Oh, you are? I'll bet a dreadnought of gold against your soul if you think I'm better than you. Oh. You probably are. Don't worry about it. I know that's probably a lyric from the song, by the way. I just thought to be like. House of Rising Sun is even a reference to The Devil Went. It is! I love the House of a Rising Sun. There is a devil down in Georgia who likes to gamble some. He gambled my father, and my father won. Do, 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 do. If you've got free time, you should listen to the Eurobeat remix. There's a Eurobeat remix. Oh my gosh, Eurobeat. I don't know what Eurobeat's like, to be honest. If I did like, when I was playing, oh, what's it called? A zombie game, but it's like looks like Minecraft sort of, and it's made by like one 13-year-old kid once, and he absolutely nailed this game. Begins with you Unturned. When I was playing Unturned, I had the Eurobeat mod on, and I was like, I just loved listening to the radio while playing in this post-apocalyptic landscape. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so... Maybe we should play Unturned on the channel. I really do like Unturned. It's been a while since I played, though. It's just one of those games where it takes a while to get into it again. Got NPCs now. Which is pretty fun. And we didn't get as much done as I wanted, but we got 2 layers of a base coat done, which is nice. Off the skin anyway. For base coat for the skin. This is roughly what it should look like at the end in terms of the colour scheme. But as I said, I think the skin will look a lot better on these new ones. I don't know why I decided to test the paint scheme on a centerpiece model, but, you know, I'm going to have 3 of them. Oh yeah, I'm going to have 3 Screamer Killers, by the way. Because I got 2 Screamer Killers right now. We're going to have a 3rd one in combat. No, do we get a 3rd one in combat? No, I don't think we do. No, we don't. We're going to get a 3rd. Oh, I hate that creature. First, a psychophage. Oh, it sucks. And don't forget to like. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream. Oh, Devil Went to Georgia, Eurobeat mix. Oh no, you should post it in music talk. I'll try to remember to listen to that later. Oh gosh. But I mean, I've got to give you a love heart. I think this guy's so far already looking pretty cool. If I'm honest, I know it's like got a long way to go, but still, I think it's looking a lot. I think we're looking cooler already. This guy definitely has a lot more work needing to be done. You can see that on him. But this guy, I think he's already looking pretty cool. I think it helps because it's such a detailed model, and for lighter highlights of really making those details pop. Eurobeat is a beautiful hybrid of rock and techno. Ooh. Okay, I'm just going to do a love heart here. Love heart. Wait. Love heart. Oops, wrong one. There you go. Oh, gosh. Hello, everybody. Oh, gosh, I'm look a bit small on screen, don't I? Yeah. Lean forward, lean backwards, lean forward, lean backwards. Don't tell anybody, but it's a secret. But I actually have a model that when I lean, it doesn't lean forward or backwards. Instead, it jumps. You got sprinkles. How many sprinkles do you have now? Let me bring up stream avatars. How many sprinkles does Plasma Basher have? 1,800. No! No, you're not allowed 1,000. That's more than enough to... No, you're not allowed to turn me into a cat or a worm. It's not allowed. It's illegal. It's illegal. You can also see commands by typing exclamation mark commands or and you can see how many sprinkles you got by typing exclamation mark sprinkles. It's legal, you say. Nah, to be honest, Cupcake Tales in comparison to Boss Lady, great. Good. Good. And you're not allowed to turn me into Cupworm either. What else can you actually do? We can't do too much because I've not got Twitch integrated throwing system set up yet. I've not even downloaded it. I've got so many stuff to just mess about with in this thing. I think next week in our work together stream, I'm going to draw some cupcakes that can appear in the side. And they might say stuff like the stream, you silly bugger. Give the stream a like or I'll punch you in the face. It's something like that, I don't know. But if you had a crab cake avatar, if you ever had a crab cake avatar, no. Never. We're not going to get a head crab avatar or a crab cake. No, I'm gonna one day get a gobbo cake avatar. It's pretty sweet if you like the stream. It'd be pretty sweet. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You've got good ideas. Because I definitely need more people to like the stream. Because liking the stream improves impressions, which means more people will see it, which means more people will give me views, which means ad revenue, which means money, which means more Warhammer. Yick! This is all just a pyramid scheme to get me more Warhammer. I'm sorry. That's where all the Gamba money's going. More money equals more cupcakes. Yeah. It all comes back to Warhammer. Oh, I still got the Wimroad drawing on our little screen. I mean, Wimroad is great. And you got to admit, that's a good drawing on our little chalkboard. It's not a good drawing. It didn't even do any shading on it. Or do no neatening of the lines. Ugh. Oh, well, Wimroad's pretty fun. I want to play more Wimroad. I've also been playing some CK3 off stream, and oh my gosh, the Holy Moly Empire is ridiculous. I've conquered all of France now, and all of Germany, and all of Italy, and some of Croatia, and Serbia, and Bulgaria, and reformed Italia. Which means that we got 3 techs that are more advanced than what the entire world can actually reach. I want to draw cupcakes that have a reference character from every game you've ever played. That would take a while. I've played Ravenfield. Actually, if you just go through the playlists on the Steam, that'll be most of them. Although we don't have Cults of a Lamb in any game I've only played once, won't be in any playlists. Because we played Cult of a Lamb. Ultra Kill. Maybe I'll do more Ultra Kill in the future. And funny enough, I was considering adding an Astroneer cupcake just for myself. Yeah, I'll probably do Astroneer tomorrow. Because it looks like the easiest game to get into. It'll probably be tomorrow Astroneer, the day after Elite. So Tuesday will be Elite Dangerous. Wednesday we'll do Work Together and a member stream. The Thursday will be my day off. Friday will be more Rimworld, another long stream. And Saturday will probably be No Man's Sky. Then Sunday will be another Handcam. We'll probably be painting our Tyranids a bit more. Get your cosmetic cupcakes ready, gang. We're going to space. I don't think there's any space cosmetics for cupcakes. I could add hats to the cupcakes, but I don't think the hats look very good on the cupcakes. From when I've tested it myself. But I need to fix some stuff, don't I? Oh yeah, I need to figure out how to get it so it targets the user. The alerts at the moment. What if the hats were different toppings? I'd have to make those toppings. I'd have to get them made, unfortunately, and then install them onto the Steam. I don't fancy paying someone to make them. I don't have the time to make all the different hats. Then it's just setting it all up in the stuff will also be pretty annoying. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. I might be able to set up the hats. I'll test them out again. I need to fix the alerts. So if I actually has people's names appear when we get the alerts now. And I also need to get Cupcake to be able to read out the alerts a bit better. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Also, I need to make some thumbnails for this week and set up the stream schedule. Well, thank you everybody. It's about 7:30 now, isn't it? So yeah, thank you for coming to the stream, everybody. Idea, giant boss lady redeem command. Giant boss lady. Oh, that will be a bit. Maybe. I might do a command so like he can force me to suddenly just wear my hat. That'll be pretty fun. Like, badunk. It's like, oh, I'll force me to go nerd mode. Yeah, this one doesn't have too many toggles on. None of the toggles are that amazing. Well, the nerd mode might be fun. Or just like hat. The hat one could just be a cheap redeem that just randomly puts my hat on me. Head pack cup tool command. I mean, I could do that one. In theory. Yeah, cup tool looks like he's happy with that. But it wouldn't look that good. Maybe patting his shell would look better. Because his head is moving quite a bit. Or I could ask the person who rigged it to add a head pack cup tool toggle, but I can update cup tool and then add that toggle, and then I can use mix it up to add the toggle. I'm also thinking about like if you become a member, whatever, it gives you just a bunch of sprinkles. That way, pay to win. Yeah. No. Finally, use a boss lady's right arm rather than holding a stomach like she's eaten something off. What do you mean? I have a stomach issue. I've always eaten something off. It's just showing the fact that I'm always got a stomach issue. That's all it's doing. More sprinkles to gamble. Yeah. You would understand. That is Cupcon's default state. It is. It is. I have a stomach condition. I'm always ill. I'm always in pain. Even now I'm in pain. Oh my gosh. I ate some sausage pasta earlier. With a tomato sauce. I made a sauce myself with basil, garlic infused olive oil, but it's safe from actual garlic. Perpetual sick of chat's nonsense. No, never sick of chat's nonsense, except when for calling me a cupcat. I'm a cupcake. I'll never be a cat. I'll never be a worm. Oh gosh. Slot 50. I think you lost that one. Plasma Basher, I'm sorry. Cupcake Conjuror. No, I'm Cupcake Conjuror. Oh, that just hit me in the head. Ow. Ow. The new emote animation is so silly. I also need to add all those emotes into the stream, like all the missing emotes. Chat, would you love me if I was still a worm? Yeah, prove it. One day we shall have ears for our cupcake, and I shall wear. Wait, one day we shall have ears for our cupcakes, and you shall wear. What? What you're gonna wear? Oh, you want to put ears on for cupcakes? Oh, cupcake ears on for cupcakes. Oh, I maybe one day. The issue is, it's just all of these things would either take considerable time from me or investment from me. I'd either have to pay someone else to make these things, in which case I still have to set them all up myself. Or I'm going to have to put the time and effort into making them, and unfortunately between my illness and everything else I've got going on, it's a lot. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I wish I had more energy and stuff. What are the dimensions of a cupcake avatar sprites? I'm not actually sure. Let me open them up. Oh, no, 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 no. Where do I actually keep the avatar spikes? I'm not so sure. If I go to VTuber stuff, is it in stream stuff? Might be. Schedules, muffin models, cup tool model, boss lady, art, stream stuff. Is there some midges here? Stream overlay? No. Might just been downloads. Might be in documents actually. Shemedis. Stream avatars. Oh yeah, the Shemedis. I forgot I offered them to download. I should have an area of other things that you can download that I offer people. Like I've got these things called Smedgies, and if you want them, you can just download it and have these cupcakes walking around on your screen and interacting with your windows. Where is it? Maybe it's in my stream avatar file. Stream avatars. Wait, where do I even keep my stream avatar? Streaming assets. Documents. Oh no. Okay, stream avatars. Go. Open file location. Then also open file location as well. Wait. 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 Where's the file location? Oh no. Oh, it's Steam avatars on Steam. Oh, I think it's in Steam. That's where it is. It's not its own program. So I'm trying to remember where I keep these things. It's in Steam. Steam app. Commons, stream avatars. No, it's not a Steam. Oh, is it in Windows D? Oops. Common. There it is. Okay. So one of these things. Player class should be where I keep resources. Is it in resources? It's not. Oh, mega gambling. No, womp, 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 womp. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the cupcake spikes at 80 by 80 pixels. Are they? How do you know this? How did you figure it out? Oh, gosh. Yeah, probably just in downloads anyway. I keep everything here. No, 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 no. Sweet Tweets, Legacy, Sweet Rain, Slam, Twitter, Stream. It took so long they counted. I copied the image of stream avatars, pasted it into Photoshop and used the measure tool. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I can't find where I put them. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so terrible at all of this. Mix it up, rolling pin, rolling pin. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll have to find them. If I find them, I'll post them on the Discord afterwards. I'm sorry. Hi, wormy friend. How are you doing? Time to make cup hats and torment cupcakes with various silly cosmetics. Oh no. Oh no. I'll try to find where the file is. If a file location will be somewhere. So I'm not the most organized person when it comes to stuff like this. And I could find a file path, but then I'd actually have to shut down stream avatars and it would all disappear. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming to the stream. It was very nice having you here. I do have to go now. We're half an hour overshooting because I spent too much time yapping and then looking at the Games Workshop's website. So goodbye. Love you all. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Remember, take care of yourself, be kind to others and vice versa. Work hard, play harder, sleep well, eat good food, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat cupcakes. They're friends, not food, you daft silly people. Bye-bye. Love you all. Yay. Bye-bye. Thank you, wormy friend. Sorry you appeared at the end. I would continue a little longer for you, but it's a bit late.